Hello everybody and welcome to the first annual Well Your World infomercial. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have deals. We're going to be making food. Sit back, relax. You're going to love this one. I'm your co-host for today, Reeves, if you don't know who I am. And I'm so excited to see all the wonderful recipes that are coming across the screen.
Thank you, Reeves. You came up with all of them, so I'm sure you are excited. I, however, don't know really what we're doing. But we are going to do it live. Welcome, everybody. We are having the hugest sale that we have ever had. It is now officially live.
Whoa.
You can, our new products are going to be, we're going to talk about those. We've got the biggest discounts we've ever done. Are you ready to see what they are?
Yeah.
Whoops, that's not the one. There it is. We got a big discount going right now. It's going to end today, so you have to do this now. You can, and we're not going to run out of stuff, I don't think. So you can enjoy the show, but you know, place your orders too. Get 2 devices going. That's what we're doing. Spend $50, you know, between 50 and 100, you're getting 10% off. Once you hit 100, you're getting 15% off. Once you hit 200, you're getting 20% off. And of course, we have free shipping at $50 to the USA, and we are shipping to Canada too. Keep in mind, though, that it's $50 for free shipping after all the discounts, so make sure you get to the $50 even after the discounts. You don't have to. You can pay the $9 shipping for USA. Reeves, it looks like you got something to say.
I'm just dying to say this. Now is your chance to stock up for the new year, New Year's resolutions. You guys are out there shopping for everybody else. Treat yourself today, okay? Hit that $200. You're going to love it. You're not going to regret it.
Or tell all your family members to go shopping for you right now. We made it Tuesday, because we're ballsy like that. We, you know, we don't stop at Cyber Monday. You know what I mean? It's Tubular Tuesday. Okay? So we wanted an extra day to impress you. But really, we wanted all your loved ones to be done with all of their Monday shopping and Friday shop, all of that they had to do. Now you can put them to work for you. They've got nothing else to do. No excuses, right? It's not like they went back to work. Ha! Anyway, what are we doing, Reeves? We have like 50 different Well Your World recipes to make. Let me just give you a little background. So, for many of you know that we've got, do you want me to get our QVC screen on?
Yes.
Here's our QVC screen, okay? I gave you a little preview earlier by accident. Here it is. The deals are here. Here's what we're doing. We are making all Well Your World product recipes, okay? Normally when we go live, like we did on our Thanksgiving show a couple weeks ago, you didn't have to use Well Your World products because not everybody can get them. Not everybody can afford products. Not everybody has access. People watch us from around the world and we don't ship to the whole world yet. But today, it is not like that. Also in our cooking show, if you don't know about our cooking show, we've got a live cooking show. I'll talk about that a little later. But if you're a part of our cooking show membership, which has 2 shows every month and all the access to the replays and another discount on top of that I'll talk about, but those also don't require Well Your World products. This is just cooking. It's a cooking show. It's a support show for all of us living this lifestyle together. But we make it so that, again, you don't need Well Your World products to do our cooking show. Today, it's all Well Your World products. This is a sales show. This is all of our Well Your World stuff. We're going to be pretty laid back and chill. I don't know how many hours we're going to be here, but it's going to be a lot of hours. Because if we're going to make all of this, maybe we'll at some point give up and not do everything. But there are trays of food everywhere of things we're going to be making together. We do also, if Cass, maybe you can throw a link in the chat to the product guide. We do have a recipe guide in a nice PDF that you can print. It's just a free little guide that you can put the link directly, Cass. They don't need to give us the email to get the product guide right now. Just so you can click it, save it to your desktop, and you got access to it for whenever. But we're going to be making, some recipes might be out of the guide, I don't know, but a lot of them are not.
No, I think most are not. Are these savings on top of the membership savings?
Yes, that's what we're going to talk about next. This is, everything stacks. I've always promised you as members that you get the member discount no matter what. Even if we're doing something insane and special like we are right now. Here is the details for the cooking show. Let me get rid of that. Here's the cooking show. We do 2 shows every month and you get 10% off everything. So in addition to all of these deals, the save 10%, 15%, 20%, that's on top of your member discount. So if you're not a member, go ahead and become a member right now. Go place your order for your membership on our website and get that out of the way so that you've got it. Because if you make a big $200 order and one of the items is a new membership, you're not a member yet, right? You're not a member until after you order the membership. So order the membership now, become a member. You'll get the extra 10% off on everything. You can enjoy our 2 December shows as part of your month too that you'll be buying. So you get that extra 10%, but you're also actually getting value. Our membership is actually good.
Are the savings on cookbooks and shirts or just food?
Everything on the site is going to get you 15% off. But if you become a member, to finish what I was saying, if you become a member first, then go place your big $200 order, you'll get the 10% member discount on all the individual items in your cart, and then at the bottom you're going to see the extra 20% off of what remains. So yes, they stack, and that'll automatically, by the way, it will automatically do these discounts. Not your member one, you might need to enter the code member if you're a member. If you're not a member, the member code isn't going to work for you. But if you are a member, make sure you're logged into the website with your member email, and then you'll get the member code should apply automatically. But if it doesn't, you can type in member. These codes here, though, they will absolutely be automatic. The ones to my right. Here, I gotta learn my Vannas.
Yeah. How much is a membership, Dylan?
$15. $15 a month. It is a recurring monthly membership. You do get access, like I said, to everything that we've ever done. We've got 150, like 3 or something, replay videos. There's a PDF download with all of the recipes for literally every show. So that means there's over 150 PDF downloads with all of the recipes. Essentially, if you're a member, you get access to everything we've ever done, including all of the recipes we've ever made, all of the replay videos we've done in the past, and you get your 10% discount. And going forward, of course, you get 2 new shows every month. So we'll get to enjoy our Christmas show, and we are doing what did we decide? We weren't going to do...
You were wanting to do Hot Pot.
We're either going to do a brunch show or a hot pot show. A hot pot being when you have a big pot of broth and a bunch of raw veggies. It's a fun event to do. It's fun to do as an in-the-house date night, things like that. We're going to do a hot pot show. We're going to show you our little hot pot burner that you can have on the table, because you're essentially cooking your veggies in broth and chowing as you go. It's quite an experience. I love hot pot. But it is so expensive to go to a hot pot restaurant and just eat just all vegetables. You're still going to spend so much money because you don't get that full on a lot of the vegetables that you're ordering in hot pot. I digress here. We got to get to the cooking, but I just love hot pot. So we're thinking about that. If you've got suggestions or a request out of those 2 show ideas, put it in the chat. We'll be listening. And but we do have a Christmas show too, our Christmas themed show where we make a delicious Christmas feast, much like we did in our last show for our Thanksgiving feast. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Let's get to the cooking, shall we? We were gonna start with, we had a fun one that I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Reeves, keep us entertained as I walk off trying to find where all the stuff is.
You were supposed to put the first ones nearest to you. We
ran out of time. We had a lot to do. I probably could have done more of it. Not today, but here we are.
Okay, I wanna, while the boys aren't listening, let's talk just women to women. If you're watching and you're a guy, just zone out for a second. Are you guys stressed out? It's the holidays. Do you have a lot on your plate that you have to deal with? You got to think about shopping for this person, making sure you buy this thing, planning this and that. I'm telling you, today's the day to spoil yourself because you deserve it.
I love that.
I'm trying to get all of my Christmas things done early, but it is already the 3rd.
That's pretty early, Reeves. Are you feeling behind?
Yeah, I'm feeling behind.
This came in from Rill in our Facebook group. If you're not in our Facebook group, you should really join. I feel like if you're here, you already know enough about Well Your World that I don't have to say it, but I should explain. The purpose of Well Your World, all of our products, is to help you to stick to a healthy diet. Whatever level of healthy that is. We have one that we aspire to, but you don't have to do it exactly the way we do it. But, you know, acknowledge that we're right at least, which is a healthy, whole food diet. As whole as you can make it, and get rid of the animal products and all the processed junk. And miraculously, not miraculous at all, you'll get your health back. It happens to almost everybody who tries. And not just tries, but sticks with it. And the reason the Well Your World products came into existence is to help you to stick to it. That's the whole point. We all know how to eat a plant-based diet. We know what we should be eating, but actually making it happen and eating the food takes time, effort, energy. We all get tired. And here we are, we go to the grocery store, and they've got walls and walls of convenience products that save you time. Unfortunately, they also take time off of your life and make you miserable when you get old and can't move around the way that you used to. And that is not, if we can avoid that, we ought to. So the Well Your World products that we sell on our website, we've got like 45 food products now, which is crazy, are all meant to save you time. Yeah, I'm selling you dried veggie blend, but really what's in this bottle is time and energy that you don't have to expend chopping up vegetables that day. I'm not saying you should exclusively eat our products. Great if you do. Thank you for the super chat. What's the skinny on the tall drawers behind you?
Oh,
these
where's
are
my,
spice blend pullouts. Oh, I got to get your tambourine. It's sitting on the table. I'll grab it. We're not in a hurry today. These are little, you can't see the profile, but this is all spices, little spice jars. But I don't actually use, they're the things I use less often. I have the baby.
Well, you don't use them anymore. You've got a bunch of blends that you just came out with. Are you going to ever talk about the new products?
We have new products. Anyway, I use like mason jars because we use so much seasoning that I use a lot of mason jars for like my go-to things. You are going to see some really exciting stuff from us next year in the way of new products. We are under contract on a building. This is probably the 4th one, so maybe I shouldn't even be telling you yet. But another building, we've pulled out of the other ones because these people selling buildings, man, they are all liars. But we're going to have our own manufacturing facility next year. That's what I'm telling you. And that means that we're going to be able to expand to so many different product lines. We'll be like the healthy online Trader Joe's. What do you think of that? Okay.
I like it.
We have 4 brand new products that we're going to be using today. In fact, why don't we use them right now? We'll make this maybe an Italian or... Okay, here's what we got.
Show us.
We're
dying to see it.
We've got the brand new Indian seasoning. This is a mix of Indian flavors that I always have. Like if you guys have seen me do a lot of Indian cooking on the channel because it's one of my favorite cuisines, there are a lot of mason jars for that. There are a ton of, I guess when you see it on the cooking show, they're the little ramekins because we've already measured it all out. But when we're pulling, it's like a bunch of mason jars. So what I did was I took the most common ratio of the different coriander, cumin, turmeric, curry, and I put all of them in the most common ratio that I use, and now we have an Indian seasoning. It already has the garlic too, some onion. These 1, 2, 3, yeah, all of these do have a little bit of nutritional yeast in them this round. We'll be making more that don't for those of you who avoid it, and tons of our products don't have it. Our cosmic dust we came out with, it was a month ago or something, and that goes with all of these too. Our cosmic dust has a little bit of nutritional yeast and it's just another all-purpose seasoning that you can use, a salt substitute at the table, great to cook with. Indian is going to be like that, and we're going to be using this a lot today. I've been using it a lot and it really works. We've got a green and a red chili. Check those out. Green chili, red chili, these are, I would say, medium. In fact, we put a little thermometer here that says medium heat. They're not hot, and they are super delicious. A red chili and a green chili, great way to spice the food too when you're going to serve. And these have lots of things in there too. These have garlic, onion, some nutritional yeast, the green and red chili pepper, and then we have an Italian too. So an Italian that's got some chunky things. We're gonna be using this today. We're gonna be using all these today. Some chunky stuff, we'll explain, but it's got some red bell pepper, tomato in it. It's not your normal Italian that just has, oregano and basil and stuff like that. This is meant to take the place of all, like we're gonna use it in the ziti, okay? And you don't have to add all of the individual, the nutritional yeast, already here, the garlic's already in here, stuff like that, okay.
So what's the difference between the red and the green, flavor-wise, spice-wise?
I mean, did someone ask that?
Yeah.
You're gonna just have to try them both because a red chili and a green chili, the spice level is about the same. The red chili has more of a, I don't feel like smoky. We'll talk about it as we're tasting, okay? But, you know, a red chili, when you go to the restaurant that you shouldn't go to and you order and they're like, do you want a red chili or a green chili enchilada sauce? It's kind of like that, okay? And then all the people that have FOMO, we were gonna do Christmas style. Remember they call it? We put the red and the green on there because I can't pick. What are you, crazy? So don't pick. Get one of each. Try them out. You know, don't order, if you've never tried it, don't order 4 of each in case it's, I can't guarantee every person is gonna love all of the products that they taste. We all have a different palate, you know, things are different for us. So I can guarantee the quality will be top notch, but I can't tell you you're gonna love everything. And so don't go and buy 4 and then email me that you didn't like it and you want a refund or something. You know, I'm usually pretty cool about store credit for like 1 item you didn't like out of I'm pretty generous, okay? I don't say no very easily, which is why we're about to do a multi-hour cooking show for free. Just kidding. It's not free. You're out there buying and you're wondering, why does he have that thermos?
That is the original Stanley cup, okay?
Don't forget, here's the deals. It's a tiered savings, okay? When you hit 200, you're automatically gonna get 20% off, and so on there. And yes, your member deals do stack. Okay, are we ready to begin the cooking?
Yeah.
We're not making like recipes for all this, you guys, so come back to the replay if you want to see a thing, take some notes.
This is ideas, inspiration, get you out of that recipe amnesia and show you what you can do with all this stuff.
Maybe we can grab some timestamps and put them in the description box for the replay viewers. But this deal ends today, so even though people might be watching this replay for days and weeks and months, they won't get this deal. So will we ever do it again? Probably. I don't know. It depends how much money I lose today because of all the sales we get. I'm just kidding. I didn't make it so I'd be losing money. Ready?
Yeah.
Will from our Facebook group, make sure you're in our Facebook group, amazing support group, posted a great idea. We have
This is a hack. This
minute
is a
brown
life
rice.
hack.
This is a hack and could be used for like so many other things. But this is the minute rice, okay? Brown rice, 100% whole grain, minute rice. You can get a box of rice like this for pretty cheap, despite it being, you know, definitely a convenience food. I think probably cheaper than, say, the frozen brown rice, which is a great tool as well. And we need about a cup of rice. So let's grab, we are gonna make an instant rice. Oh, I'm using that. I'm gonna need a different. I'm using everything in the house, so I've got no dishes because we're using them all. And I need to rip that thing right on out. Okay, just rip the tab out, you know what I mean? And we're gonna take about a cup of rice. Again, this cooks so fast because it's already been cooked. We're throwing it in the thermos, okay? I'm giving you, this is the first hack from Ril is like a to-go lunch, take it to the office. How much of a couple tablespoons worth of our veggie blend? Okie dokie. So here is our dried veggie blend. This is a really amazing, you know, lots of places will buy, you can get a veggie blend, but you're not gonna get one like this. This is a custom blend of my exact ratios of each of these items that I wanted in here. Carrots, onions, celery, tomato, bell pepper, broccoli, peas, zucchini, cabbage, leeks, everything good is in here. And I've kept out the things that aren't. That's simple. There aren't a lot of things that aren't good. But most of them at the store, like my previous favorite one, only had carrots, celery, onions, and like some tomato. So this has a lot more going on. We're gonna throw in a couple of tablespoons worth. It expands. We'll follow Ril's directions. And then we've got a cup and a quarter of boiling water we're gonna throw in. And then which seasoning do you wanna use? So do you wanna do an Italian type of rice? I think that might be nice.
Yeah.
We could do an Italian and throw in a little spice, a little heat from the green chili. How about that? Let's get our water in there. This is already hot, boiling. So here's, what did we have there? 1.25 cups? We'll see how exact I have to be, because I have dishwashered the lines right off of this sucker.
I know.
Like,
I have to use a measuring cup to put water in that measuring cup.
It's when they tell you don't put it in the dishwasher and you're like, but I think I'm going to anyway.
What's the difference between veggie blend and veggie broth?
Oh, okay, a lot. The difference is, but we got to finish this. Here, I'll cap this for a second so we don't let out the heat. I want to give it a little shake, get things started. Okay, the difference is the veggie broth is like a powder. Where is it? I know we're using it all day long.
I know. Which one did I decide to put it with?
Here, I'll take it from the Starch Blaster. So the veggie broth, like this, it's for making veggie broth. It's a powder. You just add it to water, or you add it directly to your dish that you're also adding water to. You know, what's the difference? And that is the veggie broth. But these are actually chunky veggies. You saw up close, these are like chunks of veggies. This isn't for making a liquidy broth. This is for adding veggies to your actual meal, okay? So not the same. I mean, you could grind this up into like a veggie broth, but there's a lot in here that's not in here. You know, the garlic, the onion, the other herbs and spices that are in the veggie broth that are not going to be in your dry veggie blend. These are just veggies. This is for when you want to invent. What we're doing here is inventing. When I make Starch Blaster with this, we're inventing a soup. You know, you're not just taking my soup mix and throwing it in. This is a plain type of thing so that you can create to your heart's content. And what's wonderful is that you have, and we get these great ideas all day long in the Facebook group. You know, the Facebook group isn't meant to showcase Well Your World products, but a lot of people find simplicity in using them, and so they post their little hacks like Reels. So that's really cool. Let's put these back. What did we say? We're gonna throw in some Italian. Let's get this baby open. We got the Italian going. How's everybody doing, Reeds?
Oh my God.
And we'll do a little red chili.
Everyone's great.
Are we having a good time?
Yeah, they're really excited for these ideas.
Wonderful. Okay, let's just throw in like a tablespoon. Where'd my little tablespooner go? Here it is. And oh, it looks just so perfect.
Nicole says, I'm at the point.
So good.
I'm at the point where I can't remember my life pre-veggie broth mix. It's the most amazing invention ever. It's
a really, really fabulous product. There goes a tablespoon of Italian. Probably that's a lot, but whatever. And then we'll go I give them a little shake, these bottles, because sometimes things settle. Maybe a teaspoon or so of red chili. How about that? And away we go. Now we're just going to leave this for the duration of the show, and if you're cooking it, this only takes 10 minutes. Cass, maybe you can throw a link to a thermos. I love these old Stanleys. Thermos is, of course, a brand name.
You can't throw a link to that. You just have to go to the thrift store.
You can get these at the thrift store, but I love these for traveling with hot food, keeping our soups that we sell that you can just throw in your Instant Pot. What you could do is set them in the morning, and then just throw it into, this is a smaller thermos too. I have one that's even bigger, like wider than this. And I used to put soups in these. I even have a soup thermos that has like a wide mouth, and the lid is actually the bowl. This is a drinker one, but I still use them the same way. I don't usually thermos drinks, but you can. So get yourself one of these. If you're going to work and you want fast food like that, it'll stay hot for quite a while. So think about that. Don't let us forget now to open this back up.
We won't. They won't let you forget. They keep you honest. Kim says, I like to cook my rice sometimes with veggie broth versus plain water.
Oh yeah, us too, and almost always.
And
now.
Your mom says, I add that veggie broth to every darn thing.
So that's one, and now I figure we better get our Instant Pot ones going, even though we'll be here all day. Let's get our Instant Pot stuff going so that we're not waiting on them later. So we've got a couple Instant Pot dishes we're gonna make. Let's start with our ziti. I'm excited about this because I went shopping at Walmart last night and they have a really excellent selection of frozen veggies, a variety of frozen veg. It's funny though because it's kind of different from like Kroger or Fry's versus Sprouts. It's always, sometimes I end up going to one over the other or both just to get the certain frozen thing. If you haven't please join our membership because you can go back to all of our 10-minute meals shows that are all about saving time. The most brutal part of sticking to a plant-based diet is that you got to make all your own food, pretty much. I mean, can you have some exceptions and still be healthy? Sure. But for the most part, you got to be making your own food, and that can get really tedious, both emotionally, but also just the time it takes. Even if your spirits are great, we don't always have time to do it. And so, where was I going with that? What the heck was I talking about?
I don't know.
We're gonna make the ziti. Oh, the frozen stuff so the 10-minute meal shows is what I was talking about.
Okay.
And you definitely want to go back to those because there's just so many fast meals. In our meal rotator, we have that potato corn chowder that people love, as well as many other really fast, easy meals. Where are my instant pot pots? Okay, we are gonna get Instant Potting. This one's gonna use, obviously, why did you bring that up, bro? Because we're gonna use a whole bunch of frozen stuff to make my famous Instant Pot ziti. Normally, there's a little chopping involved, okay? But thanks to Walmart and Trader Joe's, there isn't a need for it.
Yeah, Walmart's been coming in clutch with the frozen items.
Reeves didn't even realize that I found frozen mushrooms. These aren't them. These are the fresh ones. But I'm going to use the frozen mushrooms because I found them at Walmart. And I also fear that Walmart isn't always the same things in stock. But this is a great value brand, so you would think they'd always have it. But the sliced mushrooms I like so much more than when, like at Whole Foods, they get a little fancy with the frozen mushrooms, and they're like the chewier ones, and they're the different types. I don't care about all that. I just want my plain Jane sliced mushrooms. This is a great product for me because when I was doing the freezer version of my ziti, like I'm about to show you, I was still having to chop the mushrooms, and this solves that. Now I don't have to chop anything or omit them, but I didn't really want to do that. So let's get to it.
This meal is such a lifesaver for us.
Yeah, you like this one?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
So this is our ziti. This is going to be the freezer version. If you want to take notes, grab some notes. But our regular ziti is available. It's in our meal rotator.
You just search the website for it.
It's
you
up
know,
there.
it's so easy. Just go into Google or YouTube, type in "Well Your World" and then the thing you're looking for, and it's gonna just spit it right out.
We could have done a little demo of the website too, but we'll do that next time. This isn't going to be the only time we do an infomercial. This is our first time trying out a little QVC show. So anyway, let's do it. The nice thing is we're going to use the whole bags. These are always like 10, 12 ounces. This one's a 10 ouncer of the mushrooms. And again, we're doing all frozen today. Lots of times I do it with all fresh veggies and I'm chopping. And look at the size. They're a little bit like bigger, but you know. So they might be a little bigger than I would chop them, but I'm good with it. Okay, then we got a bag of green bell peppers. Can you believe all of the options we've got?
And
green bell peppers. I can really only find these at Walmart.
Yeah.
What was that, Reeves?
Usually one bag is one pepper, or one bag is one onion. So
Yeah.
that makes it real easy.
So let's throw in, I agree, and we're definitely using the whole bags of all these. So that's going in. Ooh, looking good. Then we got chopped onion. This one I got from WinCo, but they sell chopped onion at Walmart too. I just already had it in stock. And then we're also going to throw in a bag of, this is not required. Nothing in our recipes is really that required, to be quite honest. And most of you already know that. But here is Trader Joe's artichoke hearts that are frozen. I love these artichoke hearts. So they're going in too. I don't even bother like chopping them. I like just the big mouthful of artichoke heart. Now, if you don't like those, leave them out. If you like something else that I don't have in it, put it in. Put it in and then let us know, because I'm always looking for new ideas. We do love to know about your hacks because of things like this. And also, we don't think of everything. We think of the product, but we don't think of all the ways to use it. And you guys sure do. So thank you for that. Here are the artichoke hearts going in. So you can see now that this is got a lot going on. Those are some nice big chunky artichoke hearts. If you want to let them thaw and chop them up, you certainly can. What else is going in? You could throw in a mixed veggies. Like, it does not matter. This is just a nice big Italian type of a stew. Okay, here's soy curls. I love soy curls. Soy curls are much more of a whole food product than, say, textured vegetable protein. It's a whole soy. It's even more whole than tofu, because tofu has a lot of fiber removed because it's you know, the coagulated soy milk, and soy milk is from blending up soybeans and removing all of the fiber, all of the okara. So with soy curls, it's a little bit more of an expensive product, definitely more expensive than tofu, which is so cheap. But you can buy this in bulk, and I love these for dishes where you want to add a little bit of rich chewiness to it, you know, because it gives you a little bit of that meat feel for those of you that are still trying to kind of recreate a meaty texture. I love to soak these, squeeze out the water, grind them up to make taco meat and all kinds of different things. So we've got whatever we've got here, and we're throwing it in.
And Karen's asking what the shelf life of those are, but don't you store them in the freezer?
If you freeze them, then they'll last, I mean, a good long while. Don't buy more than, you know, a year's worth, but I buy it's something like a 10 or 12 pound box. And then I put them in individual freezer bags that are like that, you know, the vacuum bags, and I vacuum seal them and I put them in the freezer. But that's because I like to buy things in the largest quantity I can, so that I buy less often. But that's just me. You can buy a regular old consumer bag of soy curls and just enjoy them till they're done. You can buy them on Amazon. Cass can put you a link, but focus on Well Your World products. Okay, what else? Let's get my recipe, because that's gonna make this a little bit more reliable. Oh, the pasta that we like is here. Oh yeah, we put in a couple of dry items. Okay, and we'll stir all this once we add the water. Here's my pasta. Here I am showcasing all these non-Well Your World products, but I'm trying to make your life easier. This is my favorite gluten-free pasta, Barilla red lentil. There's a penne. They make a rotini too. I love this because it keeps its shape. This is half a pound. It's going into an Instant Pot, so you might think, what, the pasta is going to be all mushy. And with whole wheat pasta, with white pasta, don't even put it in the Instant Pot. It'll just turn into garbage, and it'll give you a burn warning on the bottom of your pot. The whole wheat won't do that. If you get a cheap, like a rice pasta, don't put it in yet, okay? It's gonna disintegrate, and it's gonna create the burn warning on your Instant Pot. So, but with the Barilla, anything goes. That can sit in here for a day, and it's gonna keep its texture. The stuff's magic, and all it is red lentils, okay? And then we have even more red lentils, because these ones actually will fall apart and add some creaminess thanks to the whole high pressure Instant Pot. So we're gonna throw in just like a half a cup of red lentils. Again, if it didn't have that, would you really notice? Not a whole lot. How about a half a cup of wild rice? I love a little bit of wild rice. I love the texture of wild rice. You could just use brown rice. You could use no rice. It doesn't matter. But I like this to be really starchy. We put a ton of non-starchy veggies in.
It's almost
so I just
like
want to add more starch.
Our ziti is a version of our Starch Blaster almost.
I completely agree. Our ziti is definitely like a Starch Blaster. Okay, so we had like 3 tablespoons of Italian seasoning is what I had planned. Did I not open this one yet? Oh, it's another one. We got multiples going. Okay, let's get in.
Yeah, we knew that we were gonna use them.
And it might be, this is the first time I've used this in this dish. It might end up, because we're not using, you know, we're not adding some of the other things like all of that garlic and stuff, because it's in here. So maybe it ends up being a 1/4 cup. We'll see, which is 4 tablespoons. And then normally I add a few tablespoons of nutritional yeast, but with it being a part of the Italian, yeah, I think I'm gonna just say it. We're doing make it 4 tablespoons of the Italian. I already added some. And that should take the place of the garlic, the nutritional yeast. We should be in real good shape with that. And that's it. No, it's not. That's not it. You can add some crushed red pepper if you wanna make it a little spicy. Our red chili gives it more of a Latin feel than, say, crushed red pepper, which is more of an Italian association for me, but I think it would work great. I could have tried that. I'm learning our products too. And then we're gonna throw in, this is the 6-quart, and it's past the fill line. You might wanna use the 8-quart for this, but I always pass the fill line on my 6-quart.
You do,
So sue me,
yeah.
okay? But that's what I do, and I like it just the way it is. So we're throwing in 2 cans of diced tomatoes and 2 cans of tomato sauce, okay? And try to get the no salt added because there's a lot of salt in canned tomatoes. And if you're adding 4 cans of tomatoes to this dish, that is way too much salt for this dish, okay? So please, add your own salt at the table. Just because all of our products are salt-free doesn't mean we actually are completely salt-free with everything we eat. We sprinkle the salt at the table. We add the salt via salt or via olives, which are salty, stuff like that. But I don't want the salt in my base food. I can't understand. If I put 4 cans of salty tomatoes into that, would you really understand, you know, quantitatively how much salt you're getting? You can't understand it. You're just gonna taste it and be like, wow, that's pretty salty.
Yeah.
And you're probably gonna say, oh, it tastes good, which is not a great way to gauge how much salt is in something. Because you know, if you're used to eating out, you're getting a lot of salt, and so you've got to get used to eating less salt and sprinkling it on yourself, or avoiding it altogether for those who need to. And you know who you are. Not everyone needs to avoid all salt, but I think it should be out of our products that we buy, our prepared food products in the stores. So you can see this is getting pretty full. I haven't even added the water. Well, that's because the water will sneak right down once we give it a stir.
You're reaching the tippy top already.
Okay, that should be it though. Yeah, we got everything in there. So how easy is that? No chopping. All I did was add it in. You can use your 8-quart Instant Pot, whatever. And now I will go ahead and measure this because I want to see, since we're live, how full this really is, and if I need to tell you, just don't use the 6-quart. But I still do it. There goes 2 cups. It's bubbling down. Let's give it a little stir. We need a monster spoon.
Yeah, monster spoon time.
There it is, the best spoon there is. Let's stir. Yeah, it's gonna sink down lots. Okay. Another 2. And I like to keep a kettle of boiling water, especially for Instant Pot dishes. Not always, because I didn't always think about it. A lot of the times I go make something in an Instant Pot, I'm not thinking ahead. That's, you know, sort of the point. But this will save you a lot of time because you can boil water on the stove faster than your Instant Pot can heat it up. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and top that off and get it boiling again for later. So let's stir this, check it out. You can see that it's not...
Look at all the stuff in there.
It's not too crazy full. I mean, yes, it's over the fill line, but it's going to be fine.
But this is a big, hearty meal.
Yeah, this will last you a couple days. I mean, if it's just you, it's going to last. So you could freeze it and reheat it too if you wanted to. Pretty much everything keeps really well in the freezer and comes back to life just fine. It's pretty rare when I tell people no to that question. Okay. I'm gonna go get this going. Reebs, back to you.
Leanne says, got my order placed. Cannot wait to try the new things. And when you try them, please let me know how you like them and what you did with them, just like we were showing Real's little hack with his veggies. I love to see what you guys get creative with in the kitchen.
And this only
you could take the ziti and go why not make a Latin ziti and try the red or green chili?
Oh yeah.
You make the rules in your kitchen, you guys.
You could use our Fiesta blend. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh heck yeah, Fiesta, chili, lime.
I'm gonna cover this with a cloth. Maybe we'll avoid some noise.
He's got an Instant Pot, just so we don't like trip a circuit breaker or whatever it's called. He's got an Instant Pot at every corner of the home. There's one under the Christmas tree that's cooking.
Right you are, Reebs.
One in the dining room.
Okay, we're gonna keep going on doing the Instant Pot dishes. What are we doing?
Did you want to make a Starch Blaster?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do Starch Blaster, which is, we're gonna do an Indian Starch Blaster. Here you are. Okay, let's talk about Starch Blaster.
And I forgot to put the dried veggies with it.
Oh, I would have noticed. Okay, Starch Blaster, this is the Instant Pot portion of our show today, okay? And we've got 2 more to do. One of them is right here in front of you. And it is, well, let me get into that.
What is our best-selling soup, somebody's asking?
Soup?
Yeah.
Maybe that the potato chowder one. But my favorites are they're all good. I was not going to sell you something that I didn't find like amazing. So we designed these, you know. I'm not just out hiring, you know, some company to like make we design all these products ourselves at this island, at this kitchen island. All of these products we came up with, tasted them, tweaked them, came back next week, you know. It's us. So we really did it. What am I going for? I can't remember. So this is Starch Blaster. Starch Blaster, if you are new and you can bring yourself to a place where you can eat the same damn thing every day, this will be a lifesaver as far as sticking to a healthy plant-based diet. It is not easy to stick to a healthy diet, okay? That's why our products make sense. But not everybody get our products, and so I try to make recipes that you can adapt using whatever you can get. Starch Blaster is one of those things. We are using our products, but this could be made with whatever, you'll see. But it is just, I call it Starch Blaster because I needed it when I was starting Well Your World. I didn't have Reeves, I was on my own, I was a bachelor in this house by myself, and I didn't, as much as I love cooking, you know, it's my job and everything, I didn't have time to do it. I was by myself trying to launch a live cooking show with all this equipment and gear. So I made this every day. I made this every day. And I do mean I made this every day. And I ate it and I ate it and I ate it. And I would do it you could do it in a smaller, like a 3-quart, and make a smaller batch. But this is the size I made every day, and I pretty much ate it from noon until I went to bed. I'd finish it. And it's a good amount of food for one person for one day of eating, but that is what I did. So don't tell me you can't stick to a plant-based diet because it's too hard, but really it's that you want more variety in your life. And this is, you can actually do quite a bit of variety. You could change up what we've got going on. Let me just show you up close what we're going to be throwing in here. These are all of our starches, and why I call it a Starch Blaster is because I pick 5 starches at random, okay? That's gonna be this is the soy curls again, which it's a soybean, it's a legume, it's a starch, but it's, you know, more fat. So it's kind of more of a protein, fat, and carbs. But this has got a lot, this is where you're getting the bulk of your calories. So again, I've got wild rice, sometimes I'll use brown rice, and I've got quinoa, whoops. And it's like a half a cup, and you're gonna pick 5 starches, and it's that simple. You're just gonna throw each one into the tank here. That's 2. Then I do red lentils. I always do red lentils because it adds some creaminess. I almost always do green split peas, which also pretty much just turn into mush, and that's fine with me. Then you have the regular green or brown lentils, whatever you call them, and those are gonna keep some more flavor. So like the quinoa, the wild rice, and the regular lentils, they keep the texture. The other 2, the red lentils and whoops, I'm on the wrong camera. The red lentils and the green split peas are going to more like turn into a stewy mush, which is what I really like.
And can I just say that our kids love meals like this.
They sure do.
If it's kind of like almost homogenized when you eat it, they love it.
Yeah, they love our split pea soup when we make every week.
But they
like chunky things too.
Yeah, the comfort meals.
They like our no chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one with our broth.
I'll be spilling all day, don't worry. We've got some garlic. I don't put so much garlic in my seasonings that anyone would find it offensive. So I end up still adding garlic to things. We didn't do it in the ziti just now because I really want to see how it comes out. And But I do often add garlic. The cheater garlic, the minced garlic, you can get it in a jar. It's so fast, or you can just use granulated dried garlic. That's fine too. You just get a garlic flavor. You didn't come here today to try to learn how to be a chef. If that's what you want, I'm not your guy. What I want to help you do is to get really good at cooking, okay? Chefs don't cook. Chefs go out and they come up with ideas and they do fancy things. I am here to show you how to be a cook, to support yourself and your family, the people that are most important to you. That is what I'm here for. I am not here to blow your mind with some sort of creme brulee BS. This is the real deal, real food. Keep yourself healthy and safe, and know how to take care of yourself. You learn how to wipe your butt. Shouldn't you learn how to cook? Yes, is the answer. Okay, here we go. We've got, we threw in all of that. So now all that's left, we're gonna do an Indian flavor one. I did this week already, and it was just so good. I've got an open Indian, bro. I just used it. No, I didn't use it yet. Right? We used the Italian, okay. Still thought I had an open one.
Just open it, Dill. We're gonna go through it.
We're gonna go through it. Okay, here's our new Indian. This is one of our brand new products for sale today.
Oh, so
and
good.
I threw in at least, what did I do? 2 tablespoons or 3 this week? No, I did 2 tablespoons of Indian. That's right, that's what I did. I actually didn't add any additional garlic, and it was great. I have tried this, and I already knew, because I add 1 tablespoon of the veggie broth too. We're adding obviously a lot of water, and I just throw in a tablespoon of veggie broth. You could do 2, because then it's just like adding straight up veggie broth. Whatever. What are you smiling at me?
Because, you know, like some people will do like a potato diet or a Mary's Mini, but you did the Starch Blaster diet?
And beans and pico. If I didn't make Starch Blaster, it was beans and pico. Because pico, like, I'd actually chop. It's therapeutic to chop. And I would cook up beans. I would throw similar things to our Indian in it. And I would top it with like a literal quart of pico de gallo. And that was my other go-to meal. But that was more often when I was on job sites still, when I was a solar contractor. Anyway, these fast, easy meals, people think that that's not a complete meal. It's a complete meal. This is a complete meal. And now, you could throw in a bag of frozen kale into this, fresh chopped kale, whatever, but that bag of collard greens, Swiss chard, you can get your greens in here too. We're gonna throw in about a half a cup of these veggies. That's how I got my veggies, and it does have some, what do I have, kale in here, right? No, I don't have kale, I have cabbage and leeks. But ooh, that's a whole cup. I do like a rounded half a cup. Is that what this is? This is a third, no, that's a half. So I do like that, okay? For a half a cup of the dried veggies. Boom, that gives us all of our non-starchy to go with our Starch Blaster. And that's it. We just need to fill it up to, for in this pot, the 6 quart, I don't have a measurement on the water. Because once you've done it a couple times, you just figure it out. But I'll go to either the half or the 2/3, the 2/3 being the max fill line here on the Instant Pot. When I did it this week, I was a little bit under the 2/3 mark, or the max fill line, okay? But generally, a lot of times, in fact, I'll also, hell, let's just do it. This is the other red lentil one that I like, but I'll do a 6th starch, which is the pasta, because I just love the texture of the soft pasta. I just love it. But here, there's the rotini. So you saw the penne we did on the ziti. Here's the rotini. Okay, that's it. We just need to throw water in, give it a stir, and keep a clean house, bro. There's a lot to do today.
Do the red lentils fall apart? Or the red lentil pasta, they meant.
No, the red lentils hold the pasta. I was saying earlier, the Barilla pasta really holds its form. It's remarkable. I don't know how they do it. I emailed them to try to find out, and they didn't really want to talk to me. So there's the...
They didn't want to talk.
I'll go a little higher. Now, the water, you don't need a lot of water to get it cooked, but I like it pretty stewy. I'm going to fill this up again. I know I'm going to need it.
We have a question about our dressings and how long they last in the fridge after opening.
They last, all of our sauces will last just like anything you're used to. There's nothing about our products that makes them last less time. There's still a safe acidity to them and everything, so they're going to last you know, whatever you do with your condiments now, they'll last. And the worst that can happen is they could ferment and go sour, but they're not going to harm you. So, you know, what is it usually for people? A couple weeks or something that you've gone through it by then? Mm-hmm. But it should be no problem. But if it's sour or bubbly, or when you take the lid off, it sort of pops off, it's going to taste sour and not be good. Like I said, it's not going to kill you, but it's, you know, you don't really like to eat sour fermented dressings or sauces. Okay, I've got my kettle going again just because we often need it. So let's give this a stir. Did we do that yet? I don't remember.
Stir it up, baby.
Definitely give it a stir because you don't want anything to stick to the bottom. And if you throw red lentils in and then you put liquid on top, they just clump into a mass. So if you ever get a burn warning on this, it's probably because you didn't stir the red lentils. And if you still get a burn warning, you can take red lentils out. Sometimes they can act a little finicky. I don't get burn warnings really ever. If I get a burn warning on something, I'm not going to make it into a video or a product. Okay. This is ready to go. This is Starch Blaster. Get excited. Oh, this one's going over here. I've got
Where
not the
are
one in
the
my
instant
bathroom.
pots?
Just kidding. Okay.
What could I substitute, if anything, for the soy curls?
You can take them out. You can put in cubes of tofu. You could add tofu after. You can also open these Instant Pots up and then add some things. Like that might be a good time to add some cubed tofu. You could bake some tofu. You could, in big batches in the beginning of the week, you could bake some tofu so that you've got that, a little bit of that chewier texture of the tofu available in the fridge that you can add to things. Sometimes we'll chop up the tofu really small and bake it, and then you get like almost like a bacon bits type of texture.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't do that very often, but it's so easy. You don't need chefy skills to come up with fun ways of adding texture to things and variety to things. You just need to watch me do this a bunch of times, and it's gonna stick. It's gonna stick. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna get rid of this tray or these items off of this tray because I might need it.
I was running out of trays this morning.
You sure were. Okay. That's 2. What do you think? Oh no, that's 3. We made 3 already.
Nice.
And let's clean up a little. How's everybody doing? Any other questions?
3 really big meals.
Everybody understanding the sales, and everybody's getting the website to work. Of course, most of you are going to buy after the show, but many are buying now. Back to you, Reeves. Let me get prepped.
All right. People are asking for the times on these recipes. They're on our website, so I'll just drop it in the chat.
Thank you for asking. We do 20 minutes for both of those two so far. 20 minutes on the, I mean, if it was 18 or 22, it wouldn't matter. 20 minutes on the ziti. Sometimes the wild rice takes a little bit more time, so you could do like 22. But I did 20 on both. I don't mind the texture. I like a bit of a chewy wild rice. That's just me. So you can adjust the time, but pretty much for all these starches that are in plenty of liquid, 20 minutes is my go-to number. If I'm boiling potatoes, it's going to be a lot less, obviously. Okay. I did that. Oh, I did that. Okay, so let's go on to some of the things we're going to bake. Okay? This one is let's go right into it. It's gonna blow your minds. We're gonna make a dessert. Are you ready for a dessert already, or is this stupid? Should I do this later?
That's not dessert, that's a breakfast item.
You're right. It's me who eats this as a dessert. Most people probably eat it as a sweet breakfast option.
Some of the stuff we make is so healthy that even if it were a dessert, you could eat it anytime.
I agree. We are using our banana pancake.
Before you get into that,
yes.
Can you go over the deals again?
I'd love to. Let's go over the deals again. Here they are right on the screen. First of all, go become a member of our show, okay? Here's our show. Boom. We'll keep the deals all on there. Our show gives you 10% off of everything. If you become a member of Well Your World, you can go onto the website and you can't miss it. There's a menu item that says live cooking show. Go there, hit buy the item, and become a member, okay? That's first things first. That's gonna get you an extra 10% off of everything you see on your screen. In addition to that, they stack, baby. And then for up to $50, you get 10% off. This is store-wide, everything, shirts, cookbooks, e-cookbooks, food products, everything, okay? I don't even know, if you asked me this a month ago, I'd say I would never do that. I would never offer everything on the store discount. I don't know who got to me, but I decided to just do something crazy. I don't know, because I wanted to. I don't know.
You're just giving back for the holidays.
But I cannot promise we're going to do this kind of a deal ever again, honestly, because I just saw how much we've had in sales, and it is through the freaking roof in the last less than an hour. So that's great. I'm encouraged. But maybe I was too generous.
But nervous?
It's okay.
And your sister's already been working overtime.
Your orders are being filled right now. She is in there going gangbusters, filling orders right now. I just walked in there before the show, and it's stacked to the ceiling with boxes that are going out. It's pretty awesome.
Is there a code to use for the sale? No. But if you're a member, make sure you're logged in.
If you're a member, make sure you're logged in. You can use your member code in the box, but it should happen automatically.
Does the 10% stack on top of the membership discount?
That's what I'm telling you, is it stacks. You're going to get 10% off all the individual products first for your member discount. Okay, you'll see this in your shopping cart or in your checkout screen or whatever. And then you'll see down at the bottom an order discount of another 10, 15, or 20% off of that. If you spend the $200, you get the max amount. You'll be getting 30% off, which is unheard of. It's crazy. So have some fun. And this is your opportunity to try things where you might have been worried before, am I going to like that item, or I don't want to risk it. Now's when you do that, okay? But
what's the approximate shelf life of the soups?
Oh, our dried soups?
Yeah.
At least 2 years, you'll be fine. You know, unless you're going to buy 4 years worth, then they might not be super fresh, but they're not going to go bad. They're sealed in a package, they're dried. Unless they get moisture in somehow, if you're in like they're gonna last a couple of years, okay? That goes with any of our dried products, okay? Any of them. Our sauces, before you open them, they'll last a couple of years, but once you open them, it's an open shelf life product, okay? Let's get into it. We're making a cobbler, really fast, easy cobbler using our banana pancake mix, okay? We're not making pancakes with it, and these ideas we got from you, so thank you. I'm gonna start with some frozen fruit. You don't even have to use fresh fruit, which can be more expensive and more inconvenient. We're gonna go with frozen fruit. This one's got a little zipper reseal on it. I hate those. I'm cutting it straight off. I could spend the rest of my life trying to zip these bags back up. I cut the zipper right off, and I'll just use my own little dilly-dally
chip
like
clip.
This, a chip clip from IKEA. I like these ones the most. Anyway, we've got peaches. Well, I was gonna probably fill this up. So we got peaches and frozen berries. I had already pulled out the frozen berries. That's what we've got here. I just think peaches are a peach cobbler. It's, you know, and the berries, this is the best combination. But you can do whatever you want. Throw it in. I'm leaving the peaches big chunks. You could let them thaw and chop them up a little, but hey, whatever.
This is one of our viral recipes, you guys.
Yeah, this one really was. A few of the ones we're going to show you today really did take off. Sorry if you hear some hissing, it's just our Instant Pots getting going. Okay, so we threw in the fruit. I need more dish towels. Threw in the fruit, that was about 2.5 cups. Then we're gonna throw in a little bit of splash of water. I'll get it ready. About 1/4 cup's worth of water. Okay, so the way I did this, add the fruit mixture ingredients to the bowl. I haven't made this in a minute, so I need to review. Back to you, Reeves. Let me read this for a second.
Okay. Somebody was saying the soups don't last longer than a month in their house because they eat them. We do too.
Love that.
But we got an endless supply, so we're lucky.
Okay, this is what we're doing. We've got the fruit in the bowl. Now I'm going to throw in that little bit of water. Can I actually read this? Yeah, so it's too much. So about that much water, about 1/4 cup. Then I'm going to throw in a couple tablespoons of our date powder. Reeves, do you happen to know if that's out somewhere yet?
Date powder's out.
Oh, geez.
Where did I put it?
Where is the date powder? There it is. The date powder can settle, just go like this, and it's back to a beautiful flour. And we're gonna throw in what, a couple tablespoons worth, at least. 2-3 tablespoons. We'll do a couple rounded tablespoons, how about that? Okay, this is looking nice. That's our date powder and our banana pancakes, what we're using. The date powder is just so handy. It saves so much time. You don't have to be blending up dates and stuff. Now you can just stir things because of this being so perfect for oatmeal. You don't have to worry about anything. For drinks, it's so good for drinks, and it's whole food, you know? If you buy date syrup, that is not whole food. Is it the worst thing in the world? No, but I still prefer a whole food sweetener, one that is not concentrated. And date syrup is concentrated, so it makes it a lot easier to eat more than you want to be eating of it. You know what I mean? Okay, a tablespoon of lemon juice. Lemon juice is pretty important. I like that little bit of sour tang. It's got to be there. And we'll just do half a lemon, okay?
You know, I bought lemons the other day, and lo and behold, they're ripe on our tree.
Just this week, they turned color. And if you remember last year, we were on the cooking show, if you remember that we were using lemons until the end of May, maybe the first show in June, we were using lemons off that tree, which is crazy because it gets pretty hot, and the fruit doesn't hold up after that. But that is the most productive lemon tree. It's really magical. Okay, let's put our little deal on here. See that? Look, boom. That's how you close the bag. It'd take me 10 more minutes to do the Ziploc. And did we put cinnamon now, or is that just in the topping? Oh, we're doing it now. And we'll throw in just a little bit. Can't believe I'm measuring in front of you. I normally just use my hand.
I know, right?
But for the show, I'm trying to be a little exacting with my amounts. So that was just a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we're just gonna give that a stir. Let me rinse my monster spoon and bring it back to life.
Oh yeah, monster spoon. Anyone asking for gadgets for Christmas? Like a monster spoon sticking on your stocking?
Oh, we're an hour in. We gotta do a giveaway. Hold your thoughts on that.
Oh, okay.
Well, tell us if you're asking for one, but also I'm gonna ask you a gadget question and we'll do a quick giveaway. We're gonna give away 1 banana pancake and 1 date powder to make your own cobbler. We're gonna give that away to somebody soon.
Cool.
We'll tell you how to enter. I think I've got my giveaways tool rocking ready to go here. I told you for how many weeks.
You mean you're not going to have me close my eyes and point at the screen anymore?
I believe I will not. Okay, this is our little mixture. It's a nice syrupy mixture. It's frozen fruit, so it's, you know, that adds a little bit of liquidiness to it. And that is going to be the base of our cobbler, okay? Doesn't that look gorgeous? Let's throw it in. I've got this beautiful little Corningware.
And this is why I love frozen fruit. Sometimes it's even better than the fresh stuff.
I do love frozen fruit for these kinds of dishes, especially baked dish. Cooking the fruit at all, I just love frozen fruit. Those peaches are still a little big and frozen, but they'll fall apart in the oven. Okay, next, let's go back to you, Reeves. I'm gonna rinse this bowl and use it again. For our topping.
Someone said they want a monster spoon with a shorter handle. I'm not sure this is a monster spoon anymore.
Yeah, a monster spoon with a shorter handle is
a spoon.
A spoon. You're thinking of a spoon.
Pam wants a ricer, potato ricer.
Yeah.
The crowd was really torn the last time you used a potato ricer. You got half the people to buy one or put one on their wish list, and half people you really turned them off. It was quite funny.
Potato ricer, I love mashed potatoes from a potato ricer. I just love them. They're worth the trouble. But that is funny. We got a brand new bottle of banana pancake. This is an awesome product. The kids love the pancakes that we make with this.
Luca made his own pancakes twice now.
I can't believe 2-year-olds can do as much as they can. Yesterday, what did you give him?
What did I give him?
What did you give him? And he said, you said, oh, I have 2 new coloring books. They're Christmas coloring books. He says, wow, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm like, what? Did you just say you appreciate it? He's like, yeah, I didn't know a 2-year-old says, I really appreciate it.
And you have to like turn your head because you don't want them to see, like,
Yeah.
we're not laughing at him,
Laughing
we're just...
at you, but I am. That was too big, so I'm gonna use 3/3 instead of 1 cup. So we're going with a cup of banana pancake mix going in this bowl. Now this is already sweetened with our date powder, actually, not too much. Banana powder, and we have certified gluten-free oat flour in here. My products are not yet certified gluten-free, and when we have our own building, maybe they will be. But we did go out of our way to make sure the flour we use is a certified gluten-free oat flour. And okay, it's got a little bit of vanilla powder in here too. Vanilla bean powder, like the real deal one, not like the fake powder. Okay, that's in 3/4 cup of milk, another tablespoon of date powder if you want to extra sweeten it, which I usually do. This is probably half as sweet as granulated sugar, the date powder, okay? If you were trying to like for like something in a dish and you were trying to healthyize it, I would start with 1-to-1 for me because I find that all things that call for sugar are too sweet anyway. So I usually start with treating this the same as sugar, but it's probably half as rich as sugar, granulated fake sugar, you know, not concentrated sugar. Okay, and then 3/4 cup of soy milk. I love the Trader Joe's soy milk. One ingredient. What did I say? 3/4? Here's 3/4 cup. Now let's show you what's up. Mix this baby up. Yum.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so now we're just essentially making almost what's like a pancake batter. And it's gonna thicken up here once it incorporates all this. You can now's when you can like see the little black bits of the vanilla powder. You can't see it as well when it's all powdery. Okay, so this is like a nice thick layer that we're gonna put on our cobbler for our bready topping. Okay, doesn't that look awesome? I know it's starting to click for you now. You're seeing what's coming.
It's all coming together.
I'll keep it here.
In a beautiful thrifted Corningware dish.
Beautiful, it's gorgeous. And now you can double up your fruit top mixture if you want. This is the ratio that we liked. But the sky's the limit, y'all. Invent. You're the one who, I think, invented this anyway. And then we're just spreading it all over. Doesn't have to be perfect.
No, because it's nice when the fruit bubbles through the topping.
And then I'll just help it along with a finger. There we go. You know, if there's a really thick part, you could spread it just like that. There we go. It's happy little peaches.
And you know, if you're not a member of the cooking show, then you missed Dylan's Bob Ross Halloween costume. And the only way you're going to see it is by signing up to be a member and watching the replay.
Oh, the things I do for Rebecca.
Yeah, but it's for me, but it's for everyone too. Everyone else gets to enjoy it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let that go. Now we got a cobbler ready to go. Anything else? I think I did everything.
Well, that was easy.
And we do leave this uncovered 25 minutes, 375. Let's throw it over here. Bake 375, 20 minutes. Woo! That's 4 dishes already. How fast we going? About an hour and a little bit. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, but we're talking, we're chatting.
Yeah. It would be distracting if I went at absolute full speed like I did doing Thanksgiving prep for our family. How's everybody's Thanksgiving? We gotta do that giveaway too.
What? Yeah, you promised people free stuff.
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna get a set. This is our first time trying this giveaway tool because I couldn't do it. You can't practice with it in an unlisted video, so I'm live to you all trying it for the first time, so we'll just see what happens. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. I'm resetting it now, and I want you to, what were we gonna do? We were gonna say, what is your favorite go-to kitchen gadget that you use all the time? And it could be a cutting board too. It doesn't have to be like an electronic gadget. What's your favorite that you just love, and you feel like if your whole kitchen burned down, the first thing you would buy is, put it in the comments. Right now, let's hear
Vitamix knife, Vitamix Instant Pot, food processor, blender, can opener, Instant Pot, chef's knife.
This thing is actually working. We got 40, 50, 60, 70 entries. Keep them coming. This is how you're gonna end. Your entry is your answer here. So tell us your favorite go-to kitchen gadget that you can't do without. Reeves, give us a little summary, will you?
A lot of people are putting Vitamix. A lot of people are putting Instant Pot. A lot of people saying their chef's knife. Someone said lemons. I don't understand that one, but I'm not going to judge. Blender, knife, Instant Pot, air fryer, pressure cooker, Instant Pot.
Wow, we got 120 so far in there, 130. Keep them coming.
Bamboo cutting board, microwave, potato peeler, chef's knife, air fryer, jar opener.
150. Okay, let's do this thing. Choose a winner. Are you ready?
Yeah, I want to see how this works.
Boom. It's going to probably say it in the chat. Did it say it in the chat?
Congratulations, Messy Mia.
Messy Mia. Messy Mia, you just won. Put another text. Okay, the drawing is over. We're going to do more. Don't worry. We're going to do more giveaways. But Mia, send us a message. Did you get a screenshot of her name?
Yeah.
So,
you mean
Mia,
your app doesn't do that? I did, though.
It does, actually. I just need to hit this button, and then it will. Okay. So, Mia, you won a banana pancake and a date powder. And send us an email right now to hello@wellyourworld.com. Tell us that it's you. You're probably already in our system, so we can verify you that it actually is you. And do that now, okay? Oh, there is a button to re-roll a winner. That's good to know. Okay,
oh,
Messy Mia.
In case they like left.
But we'll just do
caller,
more
are you
polls.
there? We'll go to the next caller.
Okay. What are we making next, Reeves?
What are we making next?
Let's make the oatmeal bake.
Okay.
Because I'm going to need to chop some veggies for that and for other things. So let's do a little choppity chop. We'll throw it in these
Wait,
bowls.
you're making one viral recipe right after the other? Oh my God.
I was trying to do all the baked ones together. Is that dumb?
No.
Okay, well, then we're doing it. It's going to be a little messy, y'all. It's my first time. Oatmeal bake. This is the pizza oatmeal bake, and we're going to make a pizza, okay? We've got this one, oven's going. We can make both of them side by side. That'll actually work out good. But I need more things. Is it all this? Yes. Anybody having any trouble? Anybody complaining about placing an order yet? It's obviously working out well. I did spend a lot of time testing that out.
Some people aren't seeing their discount pop up for membership.
Just type in member if it's not coming up. And also, if you have a trouble, place your order and email us. When you get your order confirmation, just reply to it and tell Cassandra, say, hey Cass, this is what's going on my membership. I didn't know if my membership discount worked. Can you blah, 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 okay? And she will work on that for you. But you should be able to just enter code member and it'll be there, and then all these ones on your screen are gonna show up automatically, okay? All right, let's do a little chopping. So bring on some questions. What do you wanna talk about? You have questions about any other products?
My only complaint is that there are too many things I wanna order and not enough funds. Well, then send your wish list to your loved ones.
Yeah, and make sure they place the order today, because at midnight the code ends. Now, for most people, just being a member, that 10% discount pays for itself because they're spending more than a $150 a month, and so that 10% saves you $15. Boom, free membership. You get to enjoy all the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's well worth it, and it's actually fun. Like, many of the people here are regulars in our show too, and they can tell you it's worth it. I mean, to have real people in your life that eat and live like you do, that you can celebrate with in the chat box and have fun with and hang out and feel like you're actually supported, you know, and part of something. because it can be really hard when everybody in your real life pretty much doesn't want to see you get healthy, and they don't want to hear that it required you to change the way you eat in order to get healthy, because that means they'd have to do it too. Ooh.
Frightening.
And they don't want that to be the way. They want the way to be to go to the doctor and get a pill or take Ozempic or whatever else and lose the weight that way. But I'm here to tell you, you can do this without a lot of those meds. You know, obviously there are some health issues that arise that it's just the way it goes. But many, you know, high blood pressure, cholesterol, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, these things can be, well, they can be avoided, but they can also be improved upon, okay? If you're going through this stuff, we can turn it around. Type 2 diabetes has become so unbelievably common, but that is one that with nothing but food and a little bit of movement, but it doesn't even require that much exercise, food can bring you back to life. So it's all about getting rid of all of the junk that's in so many of the processed food products at the store and any restaurant you ever eat at. So I chopped up a bell pepper. We're going to be making some pizza things. Did you say there was an open red onion, Reeves?
Yeah, but I put it with the pico.
Gotcha. Oh, we're going to be making pico later. Sweet. So we don't probably need all of this onion. I'll just save the other half and we'll chop this. Okay, so what does my pizza bake actually call for? Onion, zucchini. Oh, we ran out of olives. Oh well.
I put some calamatas.
Oh, did you? We need to go to Costco. That's where I like to buy
We are delayed.
the canned olives and the LaCroix or the Kirkland Signature LaCroix water, you know? I love that one. There are a number of items on our Costco list. Haven't we made a video about that?
Yeah, definitely.
About our go-to Costco?
It's hard with places like Costco though because they get different stuff every once in a while, just like Trader Joe's.
I feel like they've been more consistent lately, but it could be because I only care about these things I buy on repeat, these food items, whereas some of the other things I used to buy on repeat and complain about were not healthy items anyway. So I feel like the healthy stuff actually shows up, but I could be wrong. Okay, here we go. A zucchini. I will slice this baby into, what do you think, just little half moons?
Yeah.
For the pizza bake though, I might slice it smaller. Let's do half.
Quarter moons?
These are gonna be sixths.
Okay, someone's saying my pizza bake came out mushy twice. Any suggestions? It is mushy.
Well, it is a mushy dish for sure.
It is not pizza.
It's not pizza.
It's just reminiscent.
It's got all the pizza flavors in a much easier to put together thing. Though I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make a pizza too, which really isn't hard. But this is an oatmeal dish, so you should be expecting an oatmeal-like texture. This is a savory oats type of a dish, okay? So expect that. We got the bells, this. We'll do a couple of half moons for when we do the actual pizza. I told you I'm gonna make a mess. It's going everywhere. Okay. Oh, artichoke hearts. Those same frozen artichoke hearts, we had an open bag. Let's see, ooh, they're still a little frozen. But these I will try to chop a little bit when I'm doing them for pizza. But I love the flavor and texture. Especially that real heart part of the heart.
Yeah.
That center part of that heart.
We love artichokes. What can we say?
Okay. Oh, we gotta chop a little spinach. Get some spinach going. And this, I just take a big mound of it and just start chopping through it. There's no fancy way.
What kind of toppings do you guys like on pizza? Are you pineapple people? Or...
Yeah, what do we got here? What do you like to do? Okay, perfect. Now, for a pizza, you don't need to chop it this small, but I like, for our oatmeal bake, to have a little bit more.
Sauerkraut, someone puts on pizza.
Ooh,
okay. Pineapple is the best topping?
My dad would agree.
Ooh, jalapenos. That's adventurous. Peppers and, I feel like green pepper and mushroom is like a must. And onion.
Oh, we do have some olives, so why not?
Ooh, balsamic glaze. We do like to put that on our pizza when it comes out of the oven sometimes. How are you guys gonna eat all this food, says Jane. You know, where there's a will, there's a way.
We'll share. Okay, we'll do a few olives. These are just Kalamatas. Normally I do black olives. Remember, olives are very salty, so that this is a good way to add salt, but still be in control because you're not gonna add an entire jar. You're just gonna add a few to give those little flavor bursts.
We have other artichoke lovers in the chat.
Oh yeah,
We're not
good.
the only ones.
Well, I would hope not. They're so good. Do we have artichoke haters too?
I haven't seen an artichoke here.
They're keeping it to themselves.
Messy Mia says, thank you so much, Reeves and Dylan. I've been meaning to try that pancake mix. I can't believe I won.
Wonderful. You're gonna love the cobbler. Well, you'll see in 10-15 minutes. And okay, we got some olives. That was, I guess, all we had. So we'll split them.
Do you ever slice your fingers, Dylan?
Absolutely. I do it live all the time. I might do it today. You never know. But I try to keep some sports tape right here just in case. And we have that wound seal stuff, but it doesn't work. I don't like that stuff. This powder, I've never used that. I mean, I have used it, but I don't really like it. It's better, because usually they're like a real surface cut. I mean, when you're using a knife that's really sharp, you don't make a nasty big cut. It's just like you can barely tell you did it. And it takes like 10 seconds before the blood comes, and then it just keeps going. So this is nice. Let's not get into it. I'd rather try to avoid cutting myself today. Okay, how do we make the pizza bake? I think we're just add everything, right? Yep.
Pam says, I want to say thank you, Dylan. I've become so much better with my knife since watching your teaching.
Oh,
I
great.
have even
Thank
been
you.
complimented on my uniformity.
Isn't it fun to get those compliments that something you don't necessarily have a passion for, but you just got good at it by accident, and it's something a lot of people can't relate to that because they don't do as much cooking as all of us do, and so that's pretty neat. Thank you for sharing that. That makes me feel happy. Oats. This is regular ass rolled oats. Okay, we got a cup of oats going into the pot. That's it. No, don't use steel cut. Okay, this needs to cook like a regular rolled oats would cook.
I put Well World cheese sauce on my pizza.
Oh, hell yeah, we do too. That's a great idea. We were gonna whip some of that up today to put on a dish or two. I forget what now. We're making a lot of stuff. We've got a lot to do. Okay, so for me, a handful is a quarter cup. So I take a handful of each of the items that we just did.
A handful is a quarter cup for you.
Onion, here's the artichokes, here's a handful of spinach, and then we'll just do like a tablespoon or so of olives just to add some fun. A little bit of crushed red pepper, because you know me, I don't make our pizza sauce hot. I want it to be mild so everybody can participate. And okay, so anything else did I miss? The oats, the sauce. Okay, we often throw in a little bit of nutritional yeast. It's not required, but I do throw in either a couple tablespoons or maybe up to a quarter of a cup.
That'll give it a little cheesy.
Gives it a little cheesiness.
Yeah.
We'll just go 3 rounded tablespoons. Our nutritional yeast, by the way, we are here to sell. So let me sell it to you. Non-fortified. This is the best nutritional yeast I've ever had. It's by far the most... You don't taste it and you think, oh, I'm tasting this strong offensive thing. It's like, it's just the perfect flavor. Tell me in the chat, because many of you already love our nutritional yeast and buy it on the regular, but it is non-fortified. I believe that you need to get your B12 anyway, and all the other B vitamins, you don't need the fortification. in your food products. You can get them from eating actual whole food. But B12, we all need. And the amount that fortified nutritional yeasts have of B12 is absolutely not a reliable amount that you should consider adequate in your diet. Even if you're eating a serving of the nutritional yeast every single day that's fortified, you still need to be supplementing with B12. It's not going to do the trick. So why are they fortifying that food? It's for the people who don't know any better, I guess. And you know better. So you don't need all the other B synthetic junk, the niacin and the folate, whatever it's called. I don't use it, so I don't keep track of what they were all called. But we keep them out. This is just nutritional yeast. That's it. It's got a delicious, amazing flavor, and I absolutely love it, and you will too. And our price is super competitive compared to others. Really, really good price. Okay, so that's that. Do we actually do the baking powder?
No, that's why
I used to make this with baking powder, and I don't think it makes much difference. You could throw in a teaspoon of baking powder if you wanted. Other than that, it's our pizza sauce and the milk or water. Do you want me to use milk or water? I got the milk right here. We're going to use 3/4. So if you like it less, drier, use 3/4 cup. If you like it a little wetter and softer, use 1 cup. I'll go with 3/4, I guess. Or maybe a little more, because you can never really stop on the line. And then we need a cup of our pizza sauce. This is the Well Your World pizza sauce. I shake like this. And we're going to throw in about a cup of that. I might as well measure it so you can believe me that I'm doing the thing I say. Boom.
The lines on the measuring cup are only suggestions, says Karen.
That's right. Okay.
Adrian says, I was using Nutrilicious, and once I tried your product, yours is the only one I use now.
Yeah, plus that stuff's way too expensive. They're just, all they are is marketers. Forget it. Just Well Your World, baby. Okay, I think we got it all. Where's my monster spoon? I specifically cleaned it for this.
That thing's like the star of today's show.
You could just use a regular wood spoon for a bowl this size. Here we go. Let's check it out. Let's stir all this up. We got oats, we got veggies, we got sauce, and this is going to come together into a delicious, savory oatmeal dish. Yes, it will be mushy. It was designed to be. Okay, isn't that awesome looking? How simple is this? This is going to blow your minds. You'll see. Throw it in here. And this is one awesome way of using our pizza sauce, and we're going to show you a second way. Sorry about all the scraping, it's a little bit more obnoxious with a metal spoon. And let's flatten this out. I can already see that it's going to be the perfect texture. Boom.
The monster spoon needs an Apple tag.
So I never lose it? Did someone say that?
Yeah, why don't you just get one of those carabiners and hook it to your belt loop?
It would hurt my knees.
Just
okay, did we do everything 20 minutes? You can air fry this too. We've air fried it for 13 to 15 minutes, but it's going in regular convection 400, okay? Did I put 400? I did. Boom, want to see how easy it is to make a pizza? So we did a little chopping, but by the way, a lot of what we just did, you can find frozen. You could use the frozen yellow onion instead of the red. You saw that I had frozen bell peppers. I do have frozen that I found yesterday at WinCo. I was trying to remember who had it, and it was, not WinCo, Walmart. I was trying to remember who had it, and it was Walmart. Frozen zucchini blend. Don't worry about it focusing, because clearly that's not going to happen. But you could chop this up. They're kind of big, but it's going on pizza. In the oatmeal bake, you might want to chop it a little. So you can find all this stuff frozen and not have to do really any chopping. Okay. The artichoke hearts were frozen, but you could put them whole on a pizza, but whole in the oatmeal bake might be a big bite. Well, it'd work. It'd work. Okay, how are we doing, Reeves?
We're doing so good. Abby
Right.
wants a monster spoon for Christmas now.
Did Cass put a link to the monster spoon? It's called like a brewer's spoon. It's
Yeah.
for making beer or something.
Just ordered the veggie powder, my new favorite product, says Brad.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you all. Okay, let's get going. Oh, I didn't use all the olives. Whatever. All right, we're making pizza. So here is, everybody's
Wait,
like,
are you talking about pizza? Pizza.
Give me pizza.
Give me pizza.
We do have an old Halloween video that is called Give Me Pizza. That was our spoof on Mary Kate and Ashley. Why we did it, I don't know. This is what we love to make pizzas. Whole wheat lavash from Trader Joe's. Really, really awesome product for this. I actually like to use 2. I have found, explain to me how this works. If you use 1 sheet, it's a softer crust than if you actually use 2. Why?
Whoa.
I don't know. You know, I studied a lot of physics and chemistry. Apparently not enough.
Double the pleasure, double the fun.
If I can get it out. Okay, so what I'll do, and many members of my family, I think Reeves included, just does 1.
Oh yeah.
She's a 1er. I'm a 2. I'm a 2-layer kind of guy, you know what I mean? Let's do it. So all you do is throw down your lavash. You could make this easy and put it on your pizza tray in advance. Okay?
Do you need a parchment or is it good like that?
No, if you use the lavash, you don't need a parchment. If you're making your dough from scratch, a piece of parchment paper is definitely helpful. These lavash were actually in the freezer, and they keep pretty well in the freezer, so you can do that too. Now, here's our sauce. Let's go back. And I like to get all the way to the edge with my sauce, okay? Because the exposed bits of the lavash are gonna be more on the crispy side. So I try to get my sauce all the way to the edge. And it's okay if it falls off a little. Looks like I want a little more. My sister uses pizza sauce just to dip veggies, roasted veggies. She loves it as a sauce just on everything. A lot of people use it as a pasta sauce. It's a little sweeter than our pasta sauce just because traditionally pizza sauce is. But lots of people like the smooth texture, whereas our pasta sauces are a chunky texture. Everybody has their own kind of deal, and we've got something for everybody. Now you just add your toppings. So let's do it. Let's make a pizza. And this is my go-to for pizza now. I stopped making dough. I don't like to buy the pre-made doughs because they usually do have a lot of added oil and other processed junk. This is just very simple ingredients. I have heard that some parts of the country on the Trader Joe's whole wheat lavash, there is oil listed on the label. Ours does not. I bet you it's extremely minimal amount. Artichokes, let's throw them on. How's everybody doing, Reeves?
They're great.
Are they excited for a pizza?
Heck yeah. I use pizza sauce with lentils in a bowl.
Okay.
I make a sourdough
Love
pizza
that.
crust with rye. It's really good.
A sourdough pizza crust, wow. Yeah, I'd love to learn. It takes more time. It's not really in the Well Your World sort of theme of fast, easy, but it doesn't mean I don't like things that are also not fast and easy. I do. They just don't usually get, as showcased here because we're all about making it fast and simple to stick to a healthy diet. But sometimes on our cooking show, we'll do fancier stuff. We like to make, do a little extra effort. For example, for our holiday recipes, we'll have our Christmas show coming up if you've joined the membership, so you can get that extra 10% discount. What else do we want? Some of those olives.
Whoa, check this one out. I put a layer of mashed potatoes or hash browns on top of the sauce before adding the veggies.
I already knew I was gonna like it when I heard mashed potatoes. That's great. That's crazy and awesome. A little spinach you can do now, or you can do when you take the pizza out. But spinach holds up pretty good under the pressure of the oven. So I'm good with it. Okay, let's clean up a little bit here, and we'll do another giveaway after we put this pizza in.
Feeling generous today, Dill.
I'm trying.
There goes our cobbler.
Oh, it's cobbler time? That's exciting. Let me have a look. Oh yeah.
Always add
have burnt the top a
arugula when
little.
it's done.
Yeah, I love to put arugula on pizza. Oh, these fit just perfectly.
Tomatoes. Some people were saying they like garlic on top.
Yep, we definitely do. Okay, back to you, Reeves. Let me clean up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, some people's Trader Joe's don't have the clean version of the lavash, and that's a shame.
that's a
But
bummer.
I think most people do have access, and a lot of people do email us asking what type of wraps we like, and that's my favorite kind of wrap too, because it's really hard to find like a flour tortilla that's oil-free.
Ezekiel makes a wrapper. It falls apart a little more, but that's about as clean as you can get, and it's pretty darn clean. So you could see where you can find the Ezekiel ones. Okay, let's start tasting some stuff. Let's check out this rice. You ready?
Ooh, yeah, it has been more than an hour.
It's been an hour. Let's check
Where's
out this
your
rice.
long teaspoon spoon?
Oh, I will need that. My milkshake spoons. I have lots of different spoons that are certainly used for nothing about what they were designed for. Okay, ready? Oh, it smells good. Which one did we put in here again? Oh, look at that.
Italian.
Look at that.
Didn't we?
Do you love to see it?
Wow.
And this was a cup of rice. Did I get it all? I think I got it all. This was a cup of rice.
That's nice and fluffy.
Our veggies. And let me put this underwater because nobody likes a crusty thermos. All right, let's get a taste going. Look at that. Now is when you would add, if you eat salt, you could sprinkle a little bit of salt. We did this again with our veggie stock. What do we do here? We need to tell the people that weren't here at the beginning. Here it is. We did we didn't even use the veggie broth. We just used a flavoring. Which flavoring did we use? Italian or Indian? I'll know as soon as I taste it. But it was, we took here's the rice. For those of you who need a quick catch-up. We took instant brown rice, the minute rice, threw a cup in the thermos with a cup and a quarter of water, a couple tablespoons of our dried veggie mix. That's this big one here. This is the chunky dried veggies. And then I could have thrown in some veggie broth powder with the water, one of our seasoning blends. I feel like, let's find out. I thought I did Italian, right? It's really good.
Wow.
What an awesome, easy meal. Now, you can never be stuck where you're like, oh no, I don't have what I need to eat. The veggies are still a little bit al dente. But definitely soft enough to enjoy. Really great idea. Thank you, Rill. Ribs, you want to have a taste?
Yeah.
It's so simple, so simple.
Wow, makes a lot. Oh, it smells so good. What is clean lavash? We're just talking about no oil or junky ingredients.
Yeah, there's some parts of the country there's oil in one of the lower ingredients of the lavash. It's probably, with it being like the last ingredient, it's probably a tiny bit during the baking process, is my guess. So I think it's probably safe to enjoy. It can't be that different from the other one, isn't it? Great idea. We need to add that to the rotation.
And the bowl is warm and I'm so cold, so.
That's a whole meal, but it also could be a little side dish. You could throw in some steamed veggies too, you know, but the point was to make it dump and go out the door and you have something. So that was very successful. Let's check out our cobbler. I'm afraid that I might have put too long on the oven on the cobbler.
Uh-oh.
But we'll embarrass ourselves altogether. It's no big deal.
Did you add boiling water to the rice? Yes, it was boiling.
Oh, we're in great shape. I worried too soon.
Ooh, it's so good.
I worried too soon. It's looking great. Okay, here it is. Oh, wow. Look at that cobbler.
Beautiful.
Look at that cobbler. I can't wait to dig in. Are you getting the deals, folks?
Are you taking advantage? Hey, the more you spend, the more you save.
Reeves, are there any other QVC? I gotta watch more QVC and actual infomercials so I learn how to really Billy Mays the pants off of this show.
I haven't watched QVC or the Home Shopping Network in a long time, but in middle school I was addicted to it. Like every day I was watching it.
Really?
I felt like if I didn't watch it 24/7, I was gonna miss the deal of a lifetime.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean,
And then
I
I
don't
was
know
like,
if it's awesome.
I'm like, Mom, can I borrow your credit card? And then I'd order something and I'd get it.
No way.
Yeah, and then I would get it and I'm like, this isn't what they showed on the TV.
What did you order?
I ordered this thing where it's like, how do you describe it? It's like a kid's drawing board where you move like this like chisel along and it spells out words. I don't even know. It had like a black goo.
They screwed you is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We are not screwing anybody today.
No.
What we say you're seeing us actually do it. There's no video editing. She's eating it, so. Okay.
Is the discount automatic? Yes.
Yeah, those discounts are.
But if you're a member, make sure you're logged in.
If you're a member, make sure you're logged in or enter your member, MEMBER code. It won't work if you're not a member. And then you'll get this deal stacked on top of. And if you have trouble, send us an email. We'll make sure that you get an order in, okay? Even if it expired at midnight or something, you know, I want to make sure that you're not being held up because of technology. But, okay, let's do this. Ready?
Yes.
It is cobbler time. Oh, it's just literally perfect. I can't get over it. Look at this. And it doesn't stick.
Oh wow, that looks good.
There's just one little, you know, tiny little bit. There's about a quarter of this thing, not even.
I appreciate how thoughtfully you package the orders when you ship.
Thank you. My sister, Karn, is in there packing orders for you as we speak. She runs the whole warehouse, and my goodness, she kicks butt in there. Did I grab a fork? You ready for this, Reeves?
Yeah, I'm ready, because I'm hungry.
Here is our peach and berry cobbler. No chopping required. The simplest prep ever. Banana pancake mix and our date powder went into this one. And you're about to, well, I'm about to be amazed, but I wish you could taste it too. So get out there and make it. The peaches are just like perfect. I can't,
Holiday
we could call
brunch?
it peach cobbler mix because it is almost like it was designed for this. What'd you say?
Anybody need to make a holiday brunch, then there's your meal.
Oh, boy. Yeah, and our quinoa berry bake.
Oh yeah.
That we also use date powder for. We're not making that one today, but those are all available. You can search our recipes on our website. Members, also, you can go to the members index and you can search all the recipes we've ever done. When you're looking for a show, Reeves, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, thank you.
It's literally perfect. The sweetness is perfect.
Oh, it smells so good. Smells so good. I'm gonna let it cool off for a moment.
It's so good. I'm gonna set it over here. Okay, any other cobbler questions? I feel like we're moving so quickly. Whatever, just like they do on the infomercials, just throw it off screen, move to the next set.
People are asking for ideas on how to repurpose the cardboard boxes that the salad dressings come in, and I use
Reeves
them
has an answer.
I use them to wrap almost all of my Christmas gifts, okay? Everyone's getting their Christmas gift in a cardboard box that the Italian dressing came in.
I give my wife jewelry in those boxes. It is true. Okay. All right. I got my master list here. We need to start marking. Oh, we got to do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway while I'm getting organized with what we're going to do next.
Oh, this is so good.
Okay, I'll reset the answers in a minute. This is
Jill,
all
you have to
going,
let me
right?
have my tasting moment.
Oh, have your tasting moment. Reeves is going to taste.
I tasted. It's delicious. It's so good. It tastes like you spent hours on this thing.
I know.
And you did
It does
not.
taste really like an elaborate, fancy
You saw
dish.
him make it, right? Okay, I do have something to say, Dill. Some people in the chat are upset that we don't have recipes available today.
For all of these? Well, a lot of them are available.
Yeah.
I mean, Starch Blaster, we have a whole Starch Blaster formulator. Okay? The oatmeal bake, it's in. All of these are not coveted. They're free and don't require you to be a member. The oatmeal bake, the pizza bake is in something. Is it on YouTube yet? No.
No.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
I forget how to get the oatmeal pizza bake recipe. Reeves, do you have anything to say about that?
We've sent it in an email before, but
Yeah,
You
but you'll be on our email list. Stay on it because a lot of the recipes, product recipes, come out on the email list, and they don't go anywhere else. So they're for you that are part of our emails.
Ooh. My mouth is full because it's so delicious. Mindy's asking, which of your seasoning is best on popcorn?
Let's do it.
But don't forget about the giveaway also.
I won't forget about the giveaway. Tell me what your favorite thing to put on popcorn is. The giveaway starts now.
Oh!
What's your favorite thing to put on popcorn? This is popcorn, okay? And we've
Voodoo, Stardust,
Don't
Nooch.
let us go too long because it's going to reset after 2 minutes.
Nooch, 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 Stardust. Nooch, 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 plain. Ooh, everything bagel seasoning? Cool. Nooch, garlic. Ooh, chili lime. That's adventurous. A couple chili limes. Nooch, pickle juice. Mushroom gravy. Get out of town. Who said that?
Really?
Stardust.
This is what you like to put on your popcorn. We'll give you another few seconds here. We got 100
Lime
entries.
and nooch. Liquid aminos. Everything bagel again. Wow, cheese sauce.
Oh,
That's
lime
crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Date powder. Yeah, okay. You could make a sweet popcorn.
It doesn't have to be the stuff we sell.
Yeah, but everyone's answering the stuff you sell. So.
I get that.
But some people are
it's where your
saying,
head
you know,
is
like
right now.
Louisiana hot sauce, pickle juice. I saw. Smoked paprika.
Well, I love, at least lately, I mean, I always change it up, our Cosmic Dust. Our Cosmic Dust is not new today, but it was new about a month ago. We came out with this one. If I could just learn how to tell this camera to focus on this.
Almond
Cosmic
butter and water.
Dust. Isn't that cute? I love that, and then I also love to throw on either some green or red chili to give it a little more heat. Okay, I mean the green, I'll tell you right now, the green and the red are actually Cosmic Dust with green or red chili added. So
Whoa.
the base is our Cosmic Dust. That just applies to these ones. The Indian and the Italian are from scratch, but the red and green chili is our Cosmic Dust with added heat. So now you know. But I love, so what I'll do is, yes, I'll add a little bit of salt. Reeves likes to take this little spray bottle, just a little spray bottle like that. She keeps it in the fridge. This is, I'm a little too impatient for this, and she sprays, it's like, it doesn't even work half the time. You gotta like get it going. And she sprays and then dumps.
Yeah, I
Okay?
do. This is how I do it.
Like that. So we're sprayed, and then she will dump. See, what I do is I'll do more like a little squirt or something of the liquid aminos because it's in that handy squirt bottle. Like a bottle of tamari, it pours out. It's not that handy. But the liquid aminos, you can kind of go, while it's popping, this is an air popper. This is the only healthy way to make popcorn is to get your own little air popper. These are like $20. Again, you can go to a thrift store and probably buy 4 of these machines. And they last, you know, this thing's like cracked and broken and I still use it. And you put a little half a cup, this measures what, a half a cup, right? Half a cup. So there's a little measuring cup on top and you throw it in, you turn it on and boom, after a few minutes, it starts popping out popcorn like this. And while that's happening, I'll squirt some liquid aminos and then sprinkle on my Cosmic. Oh shit, we gotta pick a winner.
Pick a winner.
Okay, we picked a winner. It's Laura. It's Laura. There you go. Boom. There she is. Is she here? Is Laura see it? Laura Lanier. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, but you won. Send us an email right away. We're going to send you a 5-pack. That's the 4 new seasoning blends plus our Cosmic. So you'll have all 5 of our brand new seasoning blends is what you've just won. Try them all on, there she is, woohoo. Try them all on popcorn and enjoy. But this is what I do. And then, yes, at the bottom, because you've, take a bite, take a bite, take a bite. And then it falls to the bottom of the bowl because it's not going to perfectly stick to the popcorn. No big deal. But just that little bit of flavor on there is all I really needed. Sometimes I'll use our sriracha. I know the sriracha is a little messier, but I put it in a bottle also, like this. And I don't mind getting my fingers a little bit dirty if I have a napkin, because this is gonna do that. But I'll actually do a little drizzle of our sriracha. I transfer it to a little reusable plastic bottle. You can buy these at Walmart or the Dollar Tree or whatever. And I'll just do a squirt and a shake, and then I'll do a shake of this with it, and that'll help keep it kind of stuck. But you're always going to be left with a pile of seasoning at the bottom of your bowl. When you get there, you lick your finger, you rub the bottom of the bowl, and you eat up every last little bite of that seasoning because it's so good, and you know it. You know you do that. You know you do that. And so that's what I do. You're welcome, Laura. Thanks for winning. Make sure you send us an email right now, and please put your shipping address too, so that we can get it out to you right away. Mm-hmm. There you go. 5-pack winner. Winner, winner.
Nice.
And we made popcorn. See, look how fast we can reply to your questions. The bowl was already popped.
It was the first thing I did this morning. I'm like, what?
Okay, I gotta go through the list and decide what we're doing next. We did all the baked items. The pizza bake, I forgot to set a timer. How long has it been in there?
I don't know. How long does it need to be in there?
Dang it.
20 minutes or something?
Probably 20, I think I said. 20. Has it been 20 minutes, you guys?
How's the pizza looking?
How's the pizza looking? The pizza's probably good. I usually use the hottest temperature my oven has when I do pizza, and for not too long of time. So let's get the pizza out. We'll just throw it right on I'm gonna put it down another cutting board because I'm gonna make a big mess of it. Here's it's our cutting board as contact paper.
That's funny.
And let's start with, the pizza bake needs more time, it looks like. Let's start with the pizza. See, this still it's not done.
It's not done. Cassandra says it's been about 22 minutes.
Oh, has it? Okay, well, I'm gonna give it at least another 5. The pizza bake, probably, I'm gonna let those veggies cook. If you add the baking powder, it might puff up a little, but I just don't know if it actually will. Okay. Cool. So we did popcorn. I'm gonna highlight off our list. Did that. Ooh, you can make the WinCo meal. The sunrise skillet. Jeez, I forget how to even make that, but I invented it, so we'll figure it out.
Which is better, Stardust or Cosmic?
Oh,
How do you choose?
That's not a thing. They're totally different. You got to try all 3. It's Cosmic, Galaxy Dust, and Stardust. Those are the 3 dusts. They're really an all-purpose topper at the table, or cook with them. But the Stardust is definitely the most unique of the 3. Like, as far as it being like a salty, there's more of the ground up celery seed and stuff to give it the salty flavor. Whereas the Cosmic and the Galaxy, I just love to cook with them. The Galaxy does not have nutritional yeast. The Cosmic does have nutritional yeast, okay?
Take a little look at that Cosmic dust and
just explain it?
Yeah. Close your eyes and bring us into this moment.
Garlic, onion, cumin, coriander. There's what is it? There's a leafy green one. What is it? I don't put everything. Oregano, basil, definitely. The nutritional yeast, yes. A little bit of black pepper. But I didn't want it to be like spicy, so there's not much. And then garlic and onion, which is in everything. So good. But it's an herby flavor. It's
so good. Would the red and green chili be concentrated enough with chili flavor to make enchilada sauce?
Maybe not yet. I'm working on something for that. No, is the answer. I could add it to make an enchilada sauce, but you'd still want to ground up the dried chili pods that you've soaked. Dry those up, or blend those up with some of this. That's going to make it a really good enchilada sauce. You don't need all the other stuff like the garlic and the onion and stuff like that. You can use this to add to that, but you still, I think, are going to need more of the chilies, even if they're mild, ground up with a little veggie broth or water, and that's going to be. But if you just only blended this up with water, I feel like it's not going to be enough chili compared to all the other flavors I named off. Okay, and it's really not spicy. We put medium heat, but it's not that hot. We picked mild chili flavors so that it wasn't knock your socks off hot. Now, we can come up with, when we have our own building, we can come up with a lot of things fast in small batches to test out. And we can make hot sauces and all kinds of things. We did the lavash and the oatmeal. Back to you, Reeves. I don't want to be boring.
Cassandra says, I am a spice wimp and do not find them spicy.
Yeah, good.
Can the chilies be used for salsa? I don't see why not. And the chilies could be used for chili.
Okay, well, we've got about 6 hours left, is my estimation.
Oh
Not
boy.
really. We do
Can
have a lot more
someone pick
to
up
do.
our children?
Let's make our, let's use our green chili.
Here's a question. How much heat is in the voodoo spice? Or was that something someone asked already?
Not enough for me to ever call it medium. So I don't think you're gonna, it's not
The
hot.
voodoo spice actually has a little bit of sweetness to it.
It's got date powder in it, so nice, sweet, no salt.
Would you like to make a Bayou Bowl at this time?
Okay, we'll do the Bayou Bowl with the voodoo. You got it. Where is it? Where will I find you? Is it over here?
Janet did bring something up that is important to say. The Well Your World store shows ingredients for, it's that one. Ingredients for each seasoning in the description when you click on the picture.
Yes. And the
nutrition
you can scroll
facts.
down. It has the nutrition facts, the ingredients. I don't put every ingredient on the label because I don't want people to steal my ideas. So if you have a food sensitivity or an allergy, just email us and ask which products you need to avoid, and we'll tell you. And that's no problem. But we don't put fake ingredients in the spices and natural flavor. None of that. This is real food. Okay. Okay. This is our Bayou Bowls. I don't even remember when we created this one.
We've never made it before.
Oh, this is new?
Yeah.
Oh, got you. Okay, well then back to you, Reeds. Let me learn how to make it real fast.
I hope that when you have your own building, you come up with an ass-kicking hot spice mix. You know,
those bottles that are at every airport.
I am a person that really likes spice, so I would make that for me, definitely. Sweet popcorn is similar to kettle corn, so do you put date powder on the popcorn? Because that would be delicious, and I would love that. Yeah, the voodoo is so good. Freezer jambalaya is another one that we've made all the time.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, this is easy. We're just gonna saute some veg, and that's gonna be that.
We rely heavily today on the freezer items and the canned items because we wanted to show you easy, fast ideas.
Okay, we're coming up with stuff together. It's gonna be a very celery-heavy dish, apparently. I'm trusting some numbers. Sorry, Reebs, I missed what you said there. The last thing you said, because I was paying attention to something else.
That's okay. What was I saying?
The big ends, I'll cut a little slit in, so it's not like the most massive things. And why did I have this? It was out for the pizza. Let's just keep saying that. The height difference is weird.
You're double board.
Okay, let's just chop some celery. This is when the food item is kind of high off of the cutting board, I lift the whole knife up. I don't do this because if you don't get the butt of your knife up or you go too high, when you have too much food on you could hit your knuckles and cut yourself. So I go like this when I'm doing a big stack of stuff.
I switched all my cookware to stainless steel because of you guys. It's not as scary to cook with as I thought.
Yeah, it really isn't. In fact, I think it takes so much stress out of the cooking because you don't feel like you have to choose, like, oh, should I use this for this dish or this for that? Or what's the right thing? And it's like, just use the same thing for everything, keep it simple, and stop pretending like you have to be a chef in order to do a good job of this way of eating. And so I like stainless steel. Plus you can scrub it with the metal scrubbers and clean it. And these things look like they're brand new, despite being almost, next year they'll be 10 years old, which is insane. So, what else we got going here? Some celery. I'm gonna do the bell pepper. Oh, you want me to add the bell pepper after to keep it a little crunchy? I can do that. Here is some zucchini. I'm just sauteing veggies.
Heck yeah.
Keep those questions coming. I gotta do a little chopping.
Okay. People are asking...
Reuse the frozen. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Where do you like to get your stainless steel pots and pans?
Well, I got them as a gift from Costco back in the day, but Costco they're often selling the non-stick stuff now. It was the Kirkland Signature is what I had here, but I don't know if you're going to be able to find at Kirkland the true stainless steel version anymore. I just see everybody going to this non-stick thing, probably because they know you're going to throw them away after a couple of years and have to buy new ones, you know what I mean? Oh, where's the onion? Oh, we're just gonna no chop it. Okay.
No chop it.
So we've thrown in some onions, some celery, some zucchini, because why not? And we got some minced garlic, okay? There's a little minced garlic, throw it in. Now we've got a nice mix of veg. Let's go over to the stove and get cooking.
I made these come get a glass of water.
Okay, so what we got here, we're gonna saute, then I'm gonna throw in the voodoo.
Just don't forget about
Throw
your
in
pizzas.
some tomatoes. Oh yeah. And that's mostly it. Let's get to chopping this bell pepper. I would always just throw the bell pepper in with everything.
Dylan, are you still liking your electric knife sharpener?
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely. That is the Chef's Choice knife sharpener. It is so good. Cassie, you can put a link if you guys want to know about it. It's not Black Friday anymore on Amazon, so I don't know if there was a discount on that.
It might be though, right? I mean,
I don't know.
Don't some people still like extend these sales? Are we the only ones going into Tuesday?
We're it. We're it. I'm sure others are extending. It's gonna just keep extending, and it'll be a whole week before you know it. I'm throwing this stuff right in. Let's go.
Heck yeah. Someone said they got most of their stainless stuff at TJ Maxx. That's definitely affordable.
Yep, that's a good place. You might have some mix and match, and your pots and pans won't be exactly the same, but that's no big deal. I mean, they might have some sets at TJ Maxx, but I feel like it's mostly one-offs. Okay, let's go do a little saute. This is where I like to have my kettle, because I can throw in a little water and just keep it from sticking like that. So this is just a bunch of veggies. I believe we're throwing in, oh, you do have some rice out. How much rice? 2 bags? We're making a big batch here. And we're gonna throw in a bunch of voodoo, a can, 2 cans. Oh boy, I could have halved this recipe, Reeves.
Oops.
And do you want these lentils in too? A can of lentils? Okay, this one we're gonna be keeping for the week. Well, this one will keep us fed. And we'll do some of our sriracha. Here's our sriracha. It comes in a glass bottle because it's way tastier that way. And then I just transfer it to a squeezy bottle on my own. Okay, cool. Boy, am I running out of space.
Yeah, he's got stuff on the floor now.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, this is gonna cook. This is gonna take a minute because some of these things were like, you know, cold.
Do you want to make a cashew parmesan for the pizza?
Yeah, let's leave that go for a minute and check these pizzas because like you said, I don't want to get them too gone. Okay, how was I gonna make that? I'll just use the bullet blender. So I don't use a bullet blender for tons of stuff, but it is pretty darn handy for some things. And they're so cheap, they're like 20 bucks for a bullet blender. Mm-hmm. When you just want to grind a few things, you make a little bit of oat flour or something like that, this can be great. So let's make a little topping. I'm gonna get carried away, so well, we'll let that go for now, but I'm gonna probably have to turn that stove back off. So we take some cashews, regular raw cashews, not that much, some stardust, and you want me to just do stardust? Sometimes we'll throw in some more nutritional yeast too. There is some in our stardust.
Well, That was always my go-to till the Cosmic Dust came out, so who knows?
Well, Stardust is really a unique, it's one of our most popular products. And this gives it a little saltiness. But you could also do it with our nutritional yeast. I'll throw in a little anyway.
Yeah, put some nooch.
Because I usually do both. And then boom. And it's just as simple as blending it in this little bullet. Here we go. And I shake it. Shake it while it's blending, because the bullets, it can settle and get all stuck around the blade. So definitely give a little shake when you're doing dry stuff. And you can have a look. Oh, that's pretty nice. And now, one of my favorite pasta and pizza toppers, boom. Cashews with our nutritional yeast and some Stardust, and you have a delicious makeshift Parmesan cheese. Do you like that? Hope you're taking notes.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, now I'll kill the stove. No, it's still going. I want to get rid of this water, so might as well. Let's taste the pizza.
Heck yeah.
And our oatmeal bake. How long are we going? 2 hours? Oh boy.
2 hours, but the orders are flying in, and
wonderful.
We're gonna have to hire some temp workers to help your sister.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, this, oh, it did stick a little. Look at that, Reebs, you called it. It was where my sauce overflowed, so actually the bread itself didn't stick at all.
Show them your pizza cutter.
Oh,
wow,
that big one?
That's a crispy one. Maybe I might have to change my way into a 2 lavash layer.
I can't explain it, but the 2 pieces of lavash, and you get this nice crispy pie. And with one, it stays loose, it stays softer. Don't ask me. Does anybody know? Let's get here's my, I like this pizza cutter, especially for this. And check out this gorgeous pizza. Like I said, the ends get a little crispy if there's not a lot of sauce on them. Certainly not in a way where you can't eat it. And I go 1 down the middle and probably 3 this way.
Oh, that's big slices.
Or you could do 4, make them a little smaller. But that's a really handy cutter that doesn't knock. I feel like with the roller cutters, it just like knocks all your stuff off your pizza. But hey.
Yeah, I love that pizza slicer.
I'm not like that much of a princess, but whatever. Okay, let's sprinkle this on.
Oh, heck yeah.
You can put on some crushed red pepper too. I usually do both, I'll be honest. And this is, how's that for making a pizza? Okay? So
that was easy.
Making a pizza is, you can get all the pizza feels in something that actually resembles a pizza. Let's have a bite. And look at this. It's nice and crispy.
Yeah, somebody was saying theirs comes out floppy. Well, you see that, it's not floppy.
This is 2 lavashes together as the base.
Sprinkle Italian
and it's
seasoning.
Still super thin.
They want you to top it with Italian.
Oh, good idea. I like where your hands are at.
Yeah.
Well, your world, Italian seasoning. Oh yeah, just rock and roll. That is looking good. Thanks, y'all. What do I do without you? Okay.
You can hand me one at any moment.
Here's a nice one.
What brand is your pizza slicer?
Oh shoot, I don't even, that thing came from my childhood.
Oh really?
That was my parents when they moved out of their house. Where is it? Here it is. I mean, there's not even, okay, there is a name on it. It says Bialetti.
Oh.
Bialetti. Cass, you could look it up if you want and put a link in the chat. Ooh,
Carol says, Dylan, how do you not weigh 600 pounds? Carol, it's called calorie density.
Calorie density. All this food is healthy. It's not rich. You haven't seen me do anything with crazy amounts of fat. Mm-hmm. Did we put some fat on here? We did. It was a sprinkle to add some richness. Mm-hmm. The bits that just hit your tongue. And it's perfect. Do I like to eat some fat in the form of some cashew cream and things in our dishes? Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, Reeves.
No, I was just going to say that the amount of olives on here is just enough to make it a little salty on the tongue. And it didn't need to be in the sauce, and it's not.
You're absolutely right. It does. It makes a big difference. Just that little bit. You can feel it on the top of your tongue. So good. So it's really very easy to make a healthy pizza. And you don't have to have it crunchy, you know. Okay.
Well, if you don't mind it being not crunchy, wait till you see the other pizza we're about to bring out.
Exactly. Okay. I can't eat in front of you.
I can.
It makes me self-conscious.
Because I'm so hungry.
Okay, let's put this down. We went a little heavy on our pizza bake time. But I can tell you right now, oops, it's going to be great. Look at that. This is still simmering on the stove, by the way. If you want to just have a peek. This is going to be our voodoo dish, our Bayou Bowls. But we'll get back to that. Okay, check it out. Let me hold this up for you, because all my pot holders have gone missing in the last hour.
There's one under our bed that Luca
Otis.
put there.
Luca?
Yeah.
They like to
relocate items.
There is the gorgeous pizza bake. This is pizza oatmeal. It's a savory oatmeal dish. All we did was throw in a few veggies, the oats, some liquid, the pizza sauce, brought it together, boom, throw it in, cooked it. That's it. It's that simple. I'll put it on a plate so you can really see it.
Yum.
Here we go. Doesn't like stick to the bottom. I mean, it's just a glass. It's just oatmeal. What could it possibly do?
What could it possibly do?
And there you have it. It's exactly what you think. A savory oatmeal that tastes like pizza. This was one of the totally viral dishes. We made it on our cooking show, but then we showed a version using our pizza sauce and using the Well Your World products, and it just took off. Everybody in the Facebook group went nuts. So that's it. Oh, again, we could put a little sprinkle of both of these items, a little bit of the Italian like that, and then our cashew Parmesan on top, boom, just like that. You could throw on, we did put olives in, so you don't really need to add olives. Oh, it's so good. It's really, really excellent. The veggies are cooked perfect. And you saw how much wiggle room there was with how long I baked it, which goes for, I feel like most of our recipes have a lot of wiggle room. This is exceptional. It's pizza oatmeal. And it tastes so good. Oh, the artichoke hearts. I love that texture. So, so good. It's a little warm, Reeves.
It's my favorite part, when Dylan hands me a plate of food.
Tell us when you're going to taste. We'll come back to you. Okay, let's check out the show. Okay, this is ready. We're going to throw in a couple bags of rice. So this is frozen bag rice. You can steam this and not open it, and you can throw it in the microwave and have ready brown rice. I also showed you the boxed instant rice. That was really great. I'm going to start with one bag and one tomato and see what it does. So we threw in a can of diced tomatoes. Again, no salt added is preferred. I gave a whole spiel about that in the beginning. Let me get let's get this stirred up. We can throw in our voodoo too. Yeah, it needs more rice. It needs more of both.
Oh yeah.
Who are you kidding?
Is the new Italian seasoning that much different than the zesty?
Yeah, it's very much different. The zesty is just a lot of citrus. The Italian is much more Italian. Did we put zesty in the rotation today? I don't think we did. We'll do that next time. Okay, we're gonna throw in, here's our voodoo. This is the Well Your World voodoo. We'll throw in a good couple of tablespoons, about two to 3 tablespoons. This was a pretty big bowl. Oh, I need that other can of diced tomatoes. Oh, and we're throwing in lentils. Can you see this?
Yeah.
This is Westbray's canned lentils, no salt added. Again, no salt, really important because they put so much salt in canned foods. I don't know who they were first made for, but the salt is insane. Now let's just stir this up. They also have at both WinCo and Walmart, last night I saw it, is frozen chopped okra. I love okra. In the frozen form, it feels like it's not as, like some people complain that they get slimy, but I don't find that to be the case with the frozen. So I didn't throw it in here. I even had a bag in the basement, but oh well, forgot about it. And this rice just needs enough time to cook. You see how the rice still looks a little bit light in color? Once it cooks, it darkens back into brown rice. So we just need that to get up to heat, and that's another dish. So what did you think? Did you try it? What's your oatmeal bake takeaway?
Takeaway, it's exactly like you said. It's a delicious, filling, savory oatmeal that tastes like pizza. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. It has all the flavors are there.
Wonderful. I made it especially for you, baby. Okay, we got all this. Oh, I didn't throw in some hot sauce, but I'd probably just serve it with some hot sauce.
That sprinkle Italian on top.
It is a nice touch.
That is the chef's kiss.
Thanks for reminding us, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll taste our Bayou Bowls in just a moment. Did we have anything else? We did that. We did that. We did the rice. We gotta do that still on the sunrise. We're gonna make a sheet pan. We got an Indian. We're gonna make the Indian lettuce cups. That's what we'll do instead of the chili. The cobbler we did. The thermos rice, amazing. Ooh, a cheesy polenta. Oh.
Someone was asking.
Oh, the Parmesan cashews. We did that.
Someone in the chat was asking about
breakfast potatoes. I want to make you guys this breakfast potatoes that my mom makes. Sorry, Reeves, you.
Someone in the chat was asking about the Asian sauce, what it tastes like. Is it spicy? How can you use it?
Do you want me to get it?
Well, that's up to you. You're the master of the show.
All right, fine. Do we have an Asian sauce in the house at this moment? I don't know if we do.
I don't know. I might have to get one.
Oh, geez, and we have our own building. How are we going to do this? We can't just walk to the warehouse and grab whatever Well Your World items we want. We actually have to have our own pantry full. That's funny. That's still getting there. You could cover that.
We could potentially be out of stock of something in our home when we have the new building.
Yeah.
Wait, should I get Asian?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's such a fast one. I'll show you. What was the question about it? Just what to do with it?
What it tastes like, what to do with it. Is it spicy? Any ideas?
It's not spicy. It's still a tomato base, which is a little unique for an Asian sauce, but it's meant to be like a quick, easy stir-fry sauce. Pardon? I'll turn your mic off. But it's meant to be quick, fast, easy stir-fries. Is kind of what I designed it for. That was one of our earliest products. We did the Indian sauce and the Asian sauce. We're both, I'll show you. Oh, sweet. This is what I take. I just take deluxe stir-fry mix out of the freezer and I mix it up with the sauce on the stove. That's literally it. And then you can serve it over rice. You can put the rice in just like we did with the Bayou Bowl, but that's what I do. Oh, and I found another cool thing that I wanted to show you last week. Hope I can actually find it. Oh, here it is. I haven't used this yet. Thank you. I haven't used this yet, but it is a can of, come on, baby. Come on. Do me right on the freaking focus. Stir-fry Asian vegetable medley, and this has no added salt. So I was excited to see that. Water is the first ingredient, thank you. Mung bean sprouts, baby corn, bamboo shoots, water spinach, banana blossom, carrots. That's cool. And there's citric acid and ascorbic acid, but you know, that's what you get. So that could be fun to put in. Maybe we'll play with this when we do if we do our hot pot. We do the hot pot as part of our upcoming cooking show. We'll do it then. You'll have to make sure you sign up for the cooking show membership. Let's get this dish done and we'll take a break and talk a little. I'm gonna get another camera angle set up, which just like the Thursday Hangouts, so I can be zoomed up on me and then just sit once in a while. because these QVC shows are going to be long, apparently. Oh yeah. Thank you. Reed's back.
I'm back, but you should have left my mic off because I'm sitting here eating the pizza bake, okay? And now you have to listen to me chew because I can't resist.
Okay, that's like pretty darn close to done. Okay, so you want me to do this or did you understand? I can do it. I won't add
shows need a bathroom break.
Turn your mic off.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that.
Turn it off. Frozen, oh, this is a nice one. This is, again, the Walmart brand. I really do like Walmart's frozen selection. So let's just make a half a bag, and then we'll save this. So you could throw in the rice now. I'm not going to cook the starch. You could serve what we're about to do over rice. Okay, you get the picture.
Someone's asking, will there be more QVC shows?
Yeah, we're going to make this a regular thing, like maybe couple few times a year. But it's fun. I should have done it a long time ago, but we just only have so much resources to get things going. So here's our Asian. Look at that. And all I'm gonna do, I can let these thaw a little. I can add a little water just to kind of wake things up and get it going. But these are gonna thaw in a hurry, especially if you go and take and throw a lid on top. That'll get the frozen stuff thawed pretty fast. This is pretty well done. Let's see, I'm gonna just taste it and see if I need to add any more booty. No, that's perfect.
Love the colors.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm gonna turn it down. So, like already these are bright in color and getting thawy. And so you really are just going to throw in your Asian sauce. I'll get a new spoon. And you can do this with our Indian sauce too. You could honestly do it with any of our salad dressings. As the water, it's gonna thicken now, right? I've essentially watered down the sauce. And now you're sauteing. So just let the saute do what it's supposed to do. And it's gonna cook off a little bit, thicken a nice sauce, and when it's as thick as you want it, throw it over rice and you got a meal. That was some of our first, innovative products before we really started thinking about crazy things like a pasta sauce and.
Before we started thinking outside the bottle, my bad hair day hat is not staying on my head.
Your hair looks great, and so does your hat.
My hair looks great because I've only taken out the 3 strands I felt like ironing, and the rest is in the Santa hat.
Excellent.
I'm learning, okay?
Okay, back to the stove.
My favorite way to use the Italian
Thickening.
dressing is in pasta salad. Me too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh
I pretty
my
much
God.
created it for that. But people love that. Italian is really popular. It's quite tart, and I get a lot of people who just love the tart flavors. And that one is really good. The sweet mustard's more on the sweeter side. So we try to vary it up so that everybody has something that suits them. This is why I tell you, I don't think we're gonna like every product we've ever made. Mathematically, that's just low odds. I do, because I made them. Okay, this is done. And this is thickening nicely, you can see. And it's gonna, as it thickens, it's gonna coat the veggies more. Right now it's still kind of liquidy because the frozen veggies gave off some liquid. I also added a little bit of liquid. So now we're really these are all thawed and perfect. And you don't wanna overcook them. I don't like, with frozen things, they can get mushy if you overdo it too much. But now we're just kind of letting this sauce thicken, and it's gonna coat these veggies better and better, and then serve it over rice. Sprinkle on a little bit of salt if you want. You could even sprinkle in a little bit of soy sauce if you wanted to. We don't put any of that salt stuff in our products. It's all up to you if you want to add it, okay? So now you can see it's getting nice and thick. I added more. I didn't need to add any water. This is usually a bit quicker, but hey. Okay. So that's what I like to do with our Asian and our Indian sauces.
Carol's asking for a Thousand Island dressing.
I was covering the screen. I gotta take that thing off the screen once in a while. You guys gotta tell me what to do.
Oh yeah. Make the McRib sauce.
What was the 1,000?
Will you make a Thousand Island dressing?
Oh, in the meantime, yeah, the McRib sauce is pretty much a Thousand Island. It's just, you have to actually make it. It's with our ketchup. So we might have a bottled one, but I haven't decided, because everything's without nuts right now, and maybe I want to keep it that way. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this whole new building thing. Stick around. Make sure you're on our email list. If you've bought anything or whatever, you're probably on it. And I'll keep you posted on how it's going. So it has lots of Asian-y flavors, but it's sweetened with, what did we sweeten the Asian with? Dates or figs or raisins? Because those are the things. This has dates and lots of ginger and rice vinegar. And but it's still a tomato base, so you have that. It's really good. It's really good.
I would love.
So simple.
Here's a request for a pho seasoned veggie broth.
We're working on an Asian veggie broth mix, which will be, those kinds of ideas in mind. So that I don't know how, I can't tell you timing on all these things, but we are working on that one actively. We're also working on morning oatmeal mixes that have a little bit of dehydrated, or rather freeze-dried fruit and fruit powders and things to give it sweetness. So that's gonna be really good. This is excellent. It needs starch, it needs rice or quinoa. You need to serve it over rice or quinoa. It's just veggies. So, okay. Now, we gotta taste the Bayou Bowl.
You're cruising along there, Dill.
Am I? Let's taste the Bayou.
Taste it.
This was with our voodoo. We had a question about voodoo, and your Reeves is gonna taste this. She's gonna tell you, no, it's not spicy. Okay, let's get. All right, here is the Bayou Bowl. It's so easy. Another thing, did you pull out the seasoning blend one by any chance out of the freezer?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it's downstairs.
I left it in the freezer.
There's a seasoning blend that we love of frozen items that it's like carrots and celery and onion. For the most part, I feel like I can't remember what else might be in it. Might have parsley actually in the frozen bag, but that would be really good for this because it's more celery heavy. So seasoning blend for this, then you wouldn't have to chop like we did. But you're starting to see, like, you just add the flavors you like, and I'm trying to make you flavors that you like. That's the point, so that you can get this done quickly. And you don't have to feel like you're this unique person that has to make every meal from complete scratch. Now you can be like everybody else and make fast, easy meals, and I think that's important. I think there's a reason why that kind of cooking took off in standard America land, and we need it to take off for us too. This is great. Very happy with that.
Cool.
It's hot.
Someone said, well...
Oh, I didn't squirt the sriracha on, I forgot.
Oh, I'll take some sriracha. Someone said, oh, I gotta place my second order now.
Yeah, you can place multiple orders. Chances are you're getting the discount, so you're gonna get your free shipping anyway, so place more orders. If we catch it and we combine an order and you paid a shipping fee, once you combine an order you didn't need to pay it because you were over the 50 bucks, we'll refund it. And you can always email me and ask us to combine an order, and we're pretty good about customer service.
Here's a story of inspiration.
Tell us that story, and I'm gonna keep planning the rest of what I'm gonna do here.
Hi, we've been whole food plant-based for a few months. My husband's cholesterol and blood pressure was really high and was on meds. Changed our diet, and within 8 weeks, he was off the meds.
Awesome.
Thanks for the recipes and the community.
That's a wonderful story. Thank you. Who was that? Thank you very much for sharing. I'm proud. I'm excited to say that most people will have these results, but also you should be very proud because it's not easy to stick to this and make it actually work. And so for you to do that is exceptional. You should be very proud.
And thanks for reminding us the reason we do eat this way. Because I think sometimes that gets lost because we can't, you know, how do I say it? I mean, I love food. I love the pizza oatmeal bake. I love the cobbler. I'm just gobbling it all up. But we forget why we actually eat this a little bit unconventional way that we do enjoy doing. And it's for our health. It's for our health so we can be there. We can be the best versions of ourselves for us and for our loved ones.
Beautiful. Okay, we've got, that was the Bayou.
And I got a hot Bayou Bowl in front of me. That is steaming.
Oh, all the food is stacking up. I've got like 4 more things I want to make. So we need at least another, what is that going to put it? It's going to be like 4 o'clock by the time we're done. Whatever, we'll get what we can get done, and that's the way it goes. Okay, we're gonna make our famous WinCo meal. This is probably, this is a really important meal in our lives, but where's my pot? Is it out? Am I using it?
Your Where did my steamer pot?
Yeah.
Well,
oh, it's right in front of my face.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so I'm gonna put some water in here, and this is a steamer meal. This is another go-to.
This is a kitchen hack.
When in 2020, when COVID happened and we were stuck at home, this was one that Reeves and I ate several times a week for sure. Don't need a lot. Let's get this going. I'll do it in front of you. Okay, let's get the water a-steaming. Do you happen to know
which chili?
Over there, right?
No, that's the Indian chili.
Do we have a WinCo meal stuff out?
I think it's
right
over
here.
there.
Okay, so I take a bag of this. We'll throw in the rest of it, because why not? This.
Yeah,
this.
That bowl is
I usually do add a little corn, so that's handy. And that was everything, right? Okay, yeah, that was all the things for this. Okay, so here's what I do. Are we ready?
No, because I have to tell you about this Bayou Bowl, which I put I put a heavy hand of sriracha in here. So if you like it hot like me, this is delicious. And I like the celery. It's really crunchy.
Yeah, the celery is a nice crunchy. I feel like it's a very Cajun ingredient to always have. So what I do is, this is the product that I love. I've seen this in, what do they call it? Some places call it a Southwest mix. As you can see, WinCo calls it a Baja roasted corn blend. And it's a lot of corn actually, so I remember now, it's not a lot of beans. So sometimes I'll add a can of beans to this, which I won't do now because for time. As you can see from the picture, there's not a lot of beans in there. There's still a lot of corn, which is great. And then we're gonna be adding rice too. But here's what I do, is I'll take this mix, throw it right in, here's a steamer basket that goes in my pot. I'm not gonna worry about anything falling out the holes, no big deal. Let's do both of these because this one was already in the freezer and needed to get used up. Then I take another bag of the frozen brown rice, throw that in, don't bother stirring it, at least not now. Then I'll throw in, can I use this? Is this what did you put this out for me?
Well, I put it out because we usually eat it over buttered lettuce, so if you want to eat it raw or steamed, because I actually love it steamed.
We have been loving this is the Trader Joe's Cruciferous Crunch.
Cruci Crunch.
And it's got shaved, what has it got in there? It's kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, green cabbage, red cabbage. And we did not originally make we call this a WinCo bowl because of that item that we buy from WinCo. It's a stupid name. We need a better name.
It's Mexican Buddha Bowl.
Mexican Buddha Bowl. But we only recently started steaming this mix for other dishes, and it is so good. So that's it. You're gonna take this, oh, we need to season it. And I season it now. So usually what I'll season it with is I'm gonna do some red and green chili. What did we write down? Red or green chili?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do both. And then I also like a little fiesta. So we'll do a little fiesta too. So our fiesta is, I don't think it's hot, Mexican herbs and spices, and then we've got our green and red chili. So you got all kinds of options. The fiesta does have some red chili in there too, but it also, it's a much, look at the difference. Let me show you on a little. So our fiesta is my favorite taco seasoning because most taco seasonings don't have any green. Oh, here we go. Look at this. That is the fiesta. It's got lots of like marjoram and all of the flavorful, you know, green bits. It's not, a taco seasoning shouldn't just be red powder, which is kind of like what our red chili seasoning is, okay? So these are very different from one another, as you can see.
Yeah.
But I like them both, and they're both going in to this for sure. So what I do is just throw this in. Is some of it gonna leak down into the water? Yeah, sure, who cares? Not that much. So I just sprinkle on a tablespoon or two. Oh, and then we didn't use the green chili yet. And then here's the green chili. I'll show it to you as well. And there's the green chili. A much lighter color. And let's get that in there.
Somebody was asking about chili lime too, if you want to just go over that one.
I love the chili lime. When we first, before we had green chili, red chili, it was always fiesta and chili lime.
It's in that bowl with the Ezekiel bread.
Okay. Chili lime is a much more citrusy flavor. This has red chili peppers too. And look at it. And it is more powdery, but these all taste extremely different. There is not a lot of overlap. And this has a lot of citrusy flavor. So you gotta try them all and decide, you know, which ones you wanna make your go-to for various dishes or whatever. But we like a little bit of all of them. And now you just go to the stove. Oh, that's not even boiling yet. So we'll let this sit for a while. And then let it steam. Let it steam for whatever, 5-10 minutes or until done. It can go longer. You might, you know, things only get softer the longer you go. Just keep that in mind. So that is, and then how do we serve it after that? We put it over a bed of greens, like you said.
And some pico.
We threw our greens in. Oh, some pico de gallo. Should I make some really fast? Do I have stuff?
Yeah, it's in that silver bowl.
Let's make some pico.
I didn't get out the cilantro though.
Okay. What should we talk about? We're getting close to another giveaway soon, another 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
What do you guys want to talk about?
What's the next giveaway gonna be? We'll see what we're making at that time.
I have been working at eating whole food plant-based for the last few years. You have made what used to be a struggle and a great deal of work and planning into a joy.
Who said that?
That's Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky. That's very nice to hear. I'm very happy to hear it. Okay, I'm gonna make a little pico.
And also, I'm glad that you said that you've been working on it for years, because this isn't an overnight thing for some people. Some people can get like that, some people don't. But the most important thing is that you keep on trying.
Right.
It's something you have to practice at. That's what people don't understand. You have to keep on practicing at being a whole foods eater.
That is true. The nice thing is every time you get back into your groove, it's a little bit easier because you know it. You know what to expect, but you also know how to do things better. So it gets easier and easier. I hate to say it, but every time you screw up, just don't be so hard on yourself. You know, really be a little introspective about why you're screwing up. Is it because of time, like Vicky said, and just the lack of ease? Or is it the cravings or, you know, whatever, or the temptation, the social pressure? For most people, the reason they can't stick to it is social pressure. You know, once you figure out the food, it's figured out. You're kind of done for life. But with social pressure, that can come at you differently every day it can come at you in ways you didn't expect. And so that can make things really hard. I am making pico de gallo and just coring these Roma tomatoes to take the juicy core out because I like my pico more on the dry side. So to do that, you saw me just cut the top and bottom off and then cut into it on the side. What were you going to say there, Reeves?
I'm laughing because Jean said, Christmas is coming. Merry Christ me yourself a cooking show membership. Best gift ever.
She just Merry Christmas herself a cooking show?
I don't know if she did or if she's suggesting that other people do, but I love it.
Oh, if anyone wants to gift her a membership, okay.
She's saying give yourself the gift of health and community and get yourself a membership.
Boy, wet tomato all over the floor. Perfect. Let's sacrifice a towel. The show must go on. That's wonderful. Thank you. Let's cut up. We're just pico can be so fast if you just make a little batch. You only need, 4 or 5 tomatoes to chop up, and they can be really quick. This is Roma tomatoes. You want to get good at chopping? Chop up Roma tomatoes like this for pico and do it a lot, and you're going to get really quick at something that is kind of hard. Like the tomato skin, a knife that's not totally sharp is not going to go through it very well. So a tomato skin is actually a great one to practice on. Then I turned it, you see? I turned it sideways like this. So I went chop, flip, chop, sideways, cut down the center, and now cut along the ribs. Because you'll notice that the core is held on by one rib here that I've cut off, that was right there. And then there's another one underneath. See that? So there's like 2, sometimes I feel like more than 2, spots where that core is connected to the flesh. And now you turn it sideways, strip it, turn it again, and now you can just cut through, dice it up. And then you take your caps, your bottom and your top part that you first cut off, you can cut around your stem, and you can cut these a little smaller if you want to. And then you can take your bottom piece, you can take the whole thing, and just dice it up. And then you just have your core, and you have your ends, your stem ends, and you can take these and make the most delightful sauce. And then, so if you just take a whole ton of those, and you let them cook on the stove for a while, and then you pass them through a mill like this. This is a food mill, and it has a little grinding plate that goes in here, and you stir, you take your cooked tomatoes and you put them in here, and you grind this thing like this, and what comes out, what comes through there is all, essentially it's pulling out all the seeds and the skins, and all the sauce goes through. You can't accomplish that in a blender, you can't accomplish that in a food processor, it's its own device. And this is for making like a blended soup, but you're trying to remove a part of what you're cooking. In this case, it's the tomato skins and the tomato seeds and all the things that came there. There's a lot more to it than just skins and seeds that will go through the mill and make the most delightful tomato sauce. So this isn't garbage. I'm garbaging it, but it isn't garbage if you have time. I used to make, when we were really early on in Well Your World, way pre-Reeves, I was making videos about pressure canning. I used to can my own tomato sauce, making my own beans and canning them, making my own veggie stock. I still get people who are like, you should be saving all this for making your own veggie stock. I know. It was the first videos I used to make when I actually had time in my life to do it. Right now, with 2 kids and a growing business, I just don't have the time to be making my own, which is why we came up with the powder to begin with. And so I don't get to do some of those fun things that I really enjoyed, pressure canning, and it's just like my grandma used to do. It was the greatest thing. And I love self-reliance and homesteading type of tasks. It's like some of my favorite things to do is just pretend that I live in the middle of nowhere. A quarter of a red onion should be plenty.
Well, we all have our hobbies.
Yeah.
I'm getting into genealogy lately.
Are you? Well, yeah. It was our members that said they're really into genealogy, and Rebecca's like, really?
I'm like, wait a second, I think I actually do that.
We have a lot of people in our community that like genealogy. We have a lot of people in our community that like some form of sewing type work, crocheting, knitting, quilting, That is like a really popular thing when we polled everybody. It's pretty cool to learn about you. And that's going to lead us to our next giveaway.
It is. Oh, wow.
I want to know.
Been doing genealogy for 28 years, says Marina.
Holy schmokeroli. Well, I'm not going to say yet because I don't want you to answer early before I got the computer ready. But we'll do a. Think about your favorite hobby. Don't answer yet.
You know.
That's not to do with health.
Another one of my favorite hobbies, even though I complain about it a lot, is I really like all the things associated with Christmas. I do consider that a hobby. Decorating, thrifting, buying people Christmas gifts, wrapping things, making little gift baskets. I love that stuff. I feel like it's something you can't usually do during the year.
We have some Trader Joe's cilantro. I don't usually like to buy it this way, but every little bunch is in its own bag. It's a little bit more wasteful than I feel like we gotta be. Because I usually buy at least a couple of cilantro. That's beautiful, Reeves. I'm glad you're having fun doing your Christmas holidays. We're gonna just finish up this pico. We're gonna taste our WinCo bowl, and then we're going to do another giveaway.
Heck yeah.
That's a nice little handful of cilantro, and let's get our squeezer, and we'll throw in a lime. And you could throw in some garlic. It's not, traditionally, pico de gallo does not have garlic. Was that the tool breaking or the lime
Oh, like a very strong lime.
I think it was just a strong lime. Okay, I do love garlic because I don't put a bunch of salt in my pico, and traditionally pico de gallo has a boatload of salt. So what I like to do instead is garlic. So that's just me, some gringo jerk on the internet who doesn't know what he's doing. You know what I mean?
But you know what you're doing. You're being intentional about it.
I know what I'm doing. I just don't know if others from a traditional mindset care. And here's a little half batch of pico de gallo, just a little fast, easy, quick and dirty. We throw this on everything. We have also our roasted molcajete salsa, which is, I think at this time, still part of our membership only. But it's a roasted salsa where we roast mostly these items. Roast them in the Breville and then blend them up with some cilantro and lime juice, and it makes for such a delicious cooked salsa too. But this is nothing better than pico de gallo on just about everything. Like I said, there was a time in my life when all I ate were beans with pico on top.
And you kept the beans in your thermos, right?
Here's another hack, is use a Silpat under your cutting board.
That's such a good hack.
So it doesn't slide all over.
I remember seeing your old videos, you use the wet towel, and that's just not good for the board.
That's not good for the board. But then I've learned since that it's really hard to keep a board from warping. This one warps very little, but I have another, but you can hear a little warp, right? Because it'll tap on the counter because it's not flat. But no matter, I oil these things twice a month and they're still gonna warp a little. You just can't avoid it. Okay, we're probably ready on our steamer pot. Well, maybe not. I made it really full. Might need a little more time. Let's do our giveaway and then we'll eat it.
Heck yeah.
Okay, are you ready? This is gonna be ready for a giveaway. We'll figure out what we're giving away because I still don't know. What is your favorite hobby outside of all this health stuff? This is not your identity. This is what we like to do because we want to feel well. What is your favorite hobbies outside of Well Your World?
Because I need some new ones. Okay, let's see. I see camping, traveling, crocheting and jigsaw puzzles, scrapbooking, yoga, sewing, reading, growing plants, gardening, rock painting. I saw calligraphy. I saw nature photography, ukulele. Said somebody. Was that your mom or someone different?
My mom plays ukulele. Was that my mom?
No, it was somebody else. Lots of jigsaw puzzling, thrifting. Someone else said if anyone's local wants to go thrifting with me, vintage thrift shopping, sewing, traveling in a van.
Love it.
Wow, I love these. Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Learning
so
new
hot these
languages.
days.
Quilting. Lots of quilting. I know that there's a quilting convention happening here in the new year that
really?
people are coming in town for. Watercolor painting, gardening, mountain biking, bird photography. I love these. I would do estate sales. I would definitely do that. I would do every single one of these. I have not seen one that I don't like yet. I would try them all.
Awesome. Are we ready? Are
Yeah.
you still coming in?
They're still coming in.
Last chance. Let's go. Get your answers in, folks. We got 120 so far.
Yard sales, yes. It's the thrill of the hunt, isn't it?
We're choosing a winner. Winner is JL. JL.
Wow.
Make sure you email
JL
us
said
right
hiking.
now. Hiking was JL. Make sure you email us right now. The name got put in the chat too, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Email us hello@wellyourworld.com. Include your shipping address. And what are we sending to JL? We've been using. We're gonna send you 4 soups because that's what fits in the one box. We're gonna send you 4 Well Your World soups, which by the way, we never did get to making our soups. We should do that right now, even before we taste. You got screenshots of everybody who wins, plus it's in the chat. So
Yeah, I got them.
Okay. All right. Congratulations and thanks for playing. I love everybody's hobbies. That was one of my favorite questions now. We got so many people.
Yeah, that is my favorite.
Okay, let's taste our WinCo bowl. How about it? These wooden spoons, by the way, were sent to me by a Well Your World follower back in like 2019.
Oh, wow.
They've lasted a long time. Some of them have cracked and broken since. This one's got some breaking. It was someone from Canada too that sent them to me. She's like, bro, you gotta stop scraping metal on metal in all your shows and do wooden spoons. And I was like, man, you're right.
You're right.
5 years later, it's like all I use. Oh, whoops, back to the stove. Okay, how's it looking? Oh, we're rocking ready. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you over here. We'll put it on a plate. Actually, we're just gonna leave it right on the pots. Okay. I'll put it on a plate so you can see that really nothing comes out. You're worried about losing much out the bottom. The steam water is mostly clean. So you're not really losing anything like when you season it, but I like to cook the seasonings a little in the food like that. And now we're just gonna stir it. Remember, this was all just a steamer pot. Tons of starch, rice, beans, corn. You got some greens. And then we serve it over a big bed of greens, which I still do want to do because, do we have any greens out, Reeves? I bought some.
No, because I took out the Cruci Crunch and you put it inside.
Well, I'm going to use one of these romaines because that's why I got it. So, all I do, I'll give this a little rinse. Could use a wash. I like to rinse and then I'll put down a towel and dry it a little.
Arlene said the discount offer today is really nice.
Good. Yeah, get it by the end of the day because I am not keeping this one up for too long.
No. Well, you have to remember that we are a small business and we actually are a small business. There's only so many of us and
Karn's going to be backed up for a few days. I think that's
we all have
maybe
to wear a
couple
lot of
weeks.
hats, okay?
And so I just kind of lay it out on a towel and you can just roll everything up like that. Play it like a drum for a minute or a piano. And then you got, mostly dry lettuce. Whoops.
Karen has invited herself over to help us eat this food.
We could use you. Oh, we'll do it in there. Okay.
Can we get some round of applause or feedback on how fast these meals have been? I mean...
Is this not quick? Is this not fast eating?
I can't believe how much you made so far.
All we threw was a few freezer bags into the steamer. Chop the little lettuce. Throw down a few leaves of lettuce like that. Then on goes our delightful bowl. You can taste it and add more seasoning if you didn't put enough on the stove or whatever. But here's the thing, you're going pico, so. And then boom, you get all that pico de gallo on top. Now you got tons of freshness. You got frozen items. I mean, it's everything. I have eaten this exact thing so many times. It's crazy. So that's how you make it. What do you think, y'all? You gonna do that one? You gonna make that? It's our Mexican Buddha bowls.
Karen said, just placed my order and I saved almost $30. Thank you, Dylan, Reeves, and Karn.
You're welcome. Thank you. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
The quickness of the meals is awesome. Been taking notes, says Terry.
Wonderful. Well, I'm getting in here
Laura
first.
said, would you please review the special sale for today? I got here late and I missed it.
Okay.
It's below me.
But not beneath me.
It's not beneath me.
You know what that tastes like, so.
You got the pico? Oh, you got the pico.
It's really good.
Can't forget the pico.
That meal got invented just a lonely day during COVID, I think. That's how I remember it.
What was the mix that was steamed?
That or a lonely day when you were pregnant. One of the two. All the years are blending together a little bit.
Oh, this smells so good.
Okay, I want to make you guys my breakfast potatoes that are.
Are you going to go over the deals?
Going over the deals. Okay, here's the deal. Let me change something. Here's the deal. The deal is, as you can see on your screen, there is the deal, but I want to tell you something else first.
Tell us.
If you become a member, that is the smartest thing to do because you're about to spend some money, and the membership gives you a 10% discount, okay? No matter what other deals I do. We did a Black Friday bundle last weekend for 20% off some of our most popular items. That was our Black Friday weekend special. But now, we're doing this other thing. But you can stack the deals together is what I'm trying to say. So become a member of our show. Our show includes 2 shows, kind of like what we're doing here today. We're just hanging out, we're cooking, we're listening to you in the chat, we're having a good time. We got the 4 camera angles so we can see the cutting board up close, the stove. We got Reeves and all the interaction coming from the chat, and that's awesome. And but one thing that comes with it is a 10% discount on everything. Of course, you also get to go back to all the replays and the PDF downloads of every recipe we've ever made since Well Your World became a thing. That is also available to you. And you get 2 free shows, not 2 free shows, 2 included shows every month that are new. We're gonna have a probably hot pot episode, which is next week already, or is it one more?
Next week.
Okay.
We got back-to-back shows starting next week.
We do have back-to-back shows this month. And then we're gonna have our Christmas show. So sign up now and you'll get all of that. And we hope you'll join us. So that gives you the 10% off, okay? Then on top of that, stacked on top of your member discount, go order your membership first so that you are now a member. And then you're gonna get that 10% discount on any of your future orders. And then if you spend up to $50, you get 10% off. If you spend up to $100, you're getting 15% off instead. And if you spend $200 or more, you're getting 20% off. So bada bing, bada boom, all that on top of the 10% of your member discount. So you should see in your shopping cart, your products all say member discount, and then down at the bottom, you're gonna have your save 10, 15, or 20 discount, which will apply automatically. You don't need a code for it.
And someone's asking, when are the deals good till?
Midnight, you got a few hours, so decide. All right. January's coming, it's healthy month. Now you can try out all these products, know what you love, and then you can keep rebuying after that. And by January, I'll have subscriptions set up on the site so that you can get a subscription.
Still, you have a
automatically ordered things. Oh, I have food upon my face?
I think
Did you wait for someone else to tell me?
No,
Okay.
I didn't know how to tell you discreetly, so I had to tell you overtly. I think it was 1 cheater garlic granule.
Okay,
Do we get Okay, let me read this out loud. Do we
Please.
get 20% for everything over 200? Like if we spend 400? Yes.
Yes.
200
That
and
that would have been
hence-
$20 off 200.
Wait, how do I?
But ours is a percent, not a, so there's no cap.
200 plus save 200, save 20%.
Well, I still have at least 2 things I want to make. And one's really fast and one takes a little bit of chopping. Let's do some chopping. We've done what, 3 giveaways already? I had some potatoes. Let's make a really tasty breakfast. I need to do a little more cleanup. Back to you, Reeves. I forget that when you make 20 dishes, you're gonna need to reuse a pot or 2.
How much is the membership? It's $15 a month, and it is definitely well worth it because you get us live twice. You can check the replay. You get all our past episodes, and you get, I mean, at least 6 new recipes every month. Usually more. Oh
yeah, and our shows are not just a bunch of recipes. There's a concept too. It's it's covering an idea. They often have a theme, or like we said for hot pot, that's kind of a theme, and so. It's not like we're just up here spitting 3 recipes at you. The other thing that's fun about the show is we design the recipes during the show. I don't practice all week and then I've got these recipes. I mean, sometimes I'll practice it a little so I don't make a complete fool of myself. But for the most part, it's extremely interactive. Like you are in the chat right now, hanging out and having a good time. On the show, we're hanging out, having a good time. You're telling me suggestions. Oh, this would be good. And we kind of create this recipe together. When we made stuffing last week, I took a lot of your feedback during the show about the stuffing. So yeah.
Because we're not chefs. This is a collaborative effort. You guys have expertise too. Let's share it all together and lift each other up.
The chat is rocking. You guys are something. Okay.
I've learned a lot by being a member, says Susan. I also laugh a lot.
Oh, thank you. We try to be entertaining. We do try to be likable people.
Has the Instant Pot food been shown? No.
This is my first time. Let's put this potato back. What did we even make in the Instant Pot? I don't even remember anymore. Okay, well this one's ready. Oh, we made the ziti. That's great. I'm ready to taste that. So let's postpone this next one. You're right, y'all. You're right. This is funny. This is wild. I'm not used to it. Okay, this was our Starch Blaster, okay? So we made an Indian flavored Starch Blaster.
Ooh, yay.
If you recall, and I just threw in 5 different starches. We had green split peas, we had red lentils, regular lentils, wild rice, quinoa. We threw in some soy curls, we threw pasta. We used our brand new Well Your World Indian seasoning blend, which is so good. And we filled it up with water. This one, okay, I'm glad that this happened because this one was way thicker. I didn't use quite enough water. Remember, I didn't fill it all the way to the full line? And that's because when I made it earlier this week, I didn't use the pasta. The pasta takes up way more water. So all you gotta do, it's really easy, is you take your kettle of hot water and you just add more water. So this was a fortunate mistake, and all you do is make it stewy again. Boom, just like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And it's just water you should have put in from the start. So what you can see from this is that it doesn't wreck anything. It's just the way it would have been from the start. So you can always err on the side of a little bit less water and you're gonna be fine. I know this isn't like the most gorgeous view here, but it is the most gorgeously delicious meal. And for as easy as it was, we just used our dried veggies, our dried dehydrated veggie blend, and all of those starches, like I said, and boom, you have the perfect, healthy Starch Blaster. That's what it's called.
Love it.
Now is when you would appropriately sprinkle on a little bit of salt if you eat it, rather than cooking with the salt.
Some chopped green olives. Is
I love green olives. Another thing I love, which actually I'll do, is a drizzle of tahini. So there's very little fat in this. There's some from the soy curls, but soy isn't like that high in fat. It's not like adding tahini, which is straight up fat. And so I like this Sprouts is my favorite.
Ooh, tahini. Terry wants some cashew parmesan on top.
Ooh, we could do that. And then boom, a little drizzle of tahini.
Oh, wow. I gotta read this one out loud.
Please.
CJ says, I just want to share that I was out of state for 4 months at a relative's house and lived exclusively off of Well Your World products and WinCo. Stayed on plan. It was awesome.
Oh, wow.
That's
awesome.
That's incredible.
That is really impressive. Boy, that's an example of not giving into social pressure, because staying with other relatives can make this almost impossible. So congratulations, that's awesome. Really good work. And I'm flattered that Well Your World was able to play such a central part. Okay, here you have it. Okay, we wanted a sprinkle, so we'll give you a sprinkle. Yummerinos. Starch Blaster. Starch Blaster.
Starch Blaster.
It's peasant food. That's what it is. And it's the healthiest thing you can eat. Man, it's hot. I love the pasta. Earlier this week I had this, and I didn't put the pasta in. The pasta is a nice touch. And it did, by the way, hold its form.
Blasting starches is the best.
So, do this. It sat in there a while. It's even more like stewy and mushy because it sat. All the lentils and everything, it just becomes the perfect stew. And you know you're getting everything you need because we had everything in there. So there's so many different items in this thing, and yet none of it required me to do a bunch of chopping. Reebs, did you want to taste? I mean, you've had this.
Oh, sure.
It's a little hot. There's also pico.
I love pasta and beans together.
This pico de gallo would be perfect on it too. It's just the perfect topper to everything. And now let's make a few breakfast potatoes. Let's try that again.
Ooh, yum. Whoa, you're making breakfast potatoes?
This is a dish that I grew up eating, my mother's breakfast potatoes. A little different now. I mean, she probably used oil, but that was really probably the only change. And so I quarter the potato, or I quarter the potatoes lengthwise, and then chop them up like this. And sometimes when I make a meal, I'll cook the potatoes separately and add them. This is mostly just a potato dish, and we're gonna saute them, and we can cover them and stuff and check them. These will take a little bit of time to cook, but not much. What else, Reebs? Keep me company, because now I gotta chop a little.
This is so good. I love everything you made.
I already knew that about you, though.
Yeah, why do you think I married you? I don't go hungry, and I live a healthy life.
And yes, I scrape my blade on the cutting board and would never take the time to use a bench scraper, or which is the official name for the thing that you can use to pick up the food. There's no way. I'm already gonna sharpen my knife anyway. The time that it would take me to drop the knife, pick up the bench scraper, and then go back to it is out of the question. I move very quickly in the kitchen. I actually have to slow down a little for the show. So,
like when you go out to eat and they scrape the crumbs off in front of you?
That's fine, that's the experience. But this, nah. The knife is sharp, use it. You're gonna sharpen it anyway. It's okay to use your tools. These are russets that I peeled and had just had sitting in water, okay? Sit them in water. If you're gonna leave them for more than a few minutes and they're peeled potatoes, they really need to be in water because they'll turn brown really quickly. And in fact, I'm not gonna use the rest of these, so I'm gonna put a little more water back in there. So that's good for those, and oh, here we go. Chop a yellow onion. Wow, that's
a big one.
Serious business.
That's a honkin' one. Anybody eating some chestnuts roasted at an open fire?
Right now?
I
Trader Joe's sells them.
Yeah, we bought the ones already peeled and roasted because I did try to do them. We score them or whatever one time.
Yeah, we still have the tool that you used for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
Yeah, it is.
But I tried it too, so I rip on you, but I also did that before I ever met you, and I was like, it's not worth it, Reeves. And you were like, I'm doing it. Do it. Let's just dice up. And I'm only going to do half of this onion because it's plenty large for what I've chopped.
Oh, no, but I made a chestnut loaf for Thanksgiving. Well, that's easy because you can get the peeled ones.
Yeah.
The chestnut loaf is so good, and so are
yeah.
the chestnutty mushrooms.
Oh, those are really good. Those are awesome dishes for your holiday table for sure. And yeah, you can just buy the bagged ones. And the bagged ones are better anyway. Let's be real.
Okay, people are chiming in with what they're making for the holidays. And I've had a few people say, I don't care for making labor-intensive dishes anymore at the holidays. They just want to eat what they always eat every day.
I feel that. I can relate to that.
And I'm like
Ours was really simple too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Reeves, go ahead.
I like the sound of that because, I don't know, like Starch Blaster, I could just eat that. I'm thankful for it.
I like a little variety, but I don't like it to be, I don't want to do hard things in the kitchen. I've spent enough time in the kitchen. I just like to, once in a while, okay, we have, if we have company over or something, it can be fun, okay, like Thanksgiving. We did it at my mom's this year, and all I had to do was, that morning we got up, we're playing the kids, everybody's roughing around
Watching
in the house.
the parade.
That's right, that's what it was. And so, and I can see the TV right here, so I was just peeling, and you look up, and so I peeled all my potatoes and stored them in water, just like I showed you. Then we gotta get this going. A little water. I'm gonna add veggie broth powder as we go. So it's just, it would be just like if I was sauteing with veggie broth, right? Because I'm adding it as a powder. You can pre-mix it, which is, most people I bet you do.
Mindy said, Rumbledy Thumps is in the oven now while I'm watching.
Look at as we speak.
You just were talking about those.
This is actually not one of the ones from Canada. This is even a worser one.
Oh my gosh. Everyone know what to get Dylan for Christmas because...
this is the one from Canada, and it's not broken. And it isn't about to break. But boy, did that one. I got these stuck down a little bit before I finally stirred this thing. Okay, so that's it. Just get everything so it's not stuck. And then stir these potatoes, and we're actually going to add a fair amount of broth. I'm not going to totally sink them in broth, but like there's quite a bit of broth in here, okay? And I'm going to add more of the powder. I pretty much eyeball the powder at this point. I've been using it so much for this year, came out with it this year, that I don't really measure that much anymore. But this is gonna, my mom does these potatoes this way. Is my mom still here? She is here. She cooks them, just sort of lets them simmer in broth. I'm gonna cover this just to get it going because my kettle, I don't think was hot in the last few minutes. And then she adds a few flavorings. Lemon pepper, this was her idea to add to breakfast potatoes. Our lemon pepper seasoning is, I know that lemon pepper is commonly considered something you like flavor meat with. Obviously, I didn't make it for that. I made it because it's really good. It's peppery and it's lemony. What else? And then our Galaxy or Cosmic, both are great. But these are the two that I got used to doing, is potatoes, onions. Oh, and I usually do add even more garlic of the minced garlic variety because, like I said earlier, I'm a pretty garlicky guy. Okay, so let's throw. We got up to a boil. So we don't really need to keep it covered. And then this is just going to cook these potatoes.
Heck yeah.
Yum. And it gives them a nice kind of a yellow color from the broth. And then I'm gonna go ahead now and I'll sprinkle in, taste the lemon pepper before you go hog wild, because it is both very lemony and very peppery. So don't overdo it. And we got a fresh batch of Galaxy, all right. And then the Galaxy dust. And those are breakfast potatoes, man. When those are done, and the broth starts to really cook down and get, just like we did with the Asian stir fry a little bit ago, this cooks down and gets almost, you know, really coats the potatoes and sticks to them. It's just so good, just so good. We don't need it to crank quite that hot. And these will cook.
Nice. A lot of people made the Rumbledy Thumps for Thanksgiving. Joan ate it with gravy on top, and it tasted like mashed potatoes and stuffing with the breadcrumbs on top.
Which is exactly what you wanted me to do on the show that day, was put gravy all over it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think we're done baking. I'm gonna turn this off. And then I just had one other dish I wanna get prepped. How's everybody doing, Reeves? You getting tired? 3 straight hours? It's pretty impressive.
I don't think people are tired because they're still here.
That's true, people have not left.
And I'm fed. I've had like 5 meals so far and I'm still eating the Starch Blaster.
Yeah, we are getting some calories in, which is great.
It's like my 4-hour OMAD of the day on accident. Because I don't think I'll be hungry later.
Okay, this is gonna be, I gotta remember how to make this.
Okay.
I remember this one, go ahead.
Barb's asking about the Rumbledy Thumps. That is a potato dish we made for Thanksgiving in the last cooking show episode. So if you are a member, you can find it there. And if you're not a member, like Dylan said, sign up today, sign up for the membership first, and you can stack your 10% discount on top of all of these savings. I finally pointed the right direction. But okay. They were a delicious Scottish-inspired, kind of like Colcannon. It was like potatoes with cabbage, breadcrumbs on top. So good.
So good. A little sour from the cabbage. It's just the best.
Mm-hmm. Long-time follower since the mukbang days. Just want to tell you that my Omni husband loves your products because he's on a very low sodium diet. Galaxy Dust is his favorite.
Well, thank you very much. That's great. We'll keep them coming. Yes, there's a whole market of people who don't care at all about how we eat, but just want salt-free stuff. And I should probably tell them about our products more. This is mint. I'm going to chop up a little bit of mint.
Donna, I love you for this. Thanks for saying it. I always eat Starch Blaster from last night's dinner for breakfast. Yum. Those kind of habits are what are going to keep you on track. Yeah, we made a video, like our top 5 favorite breakfasts, and one of the things that we said were leftovers. Because you don't have to think that breakfast looks a certain way. You just got to get fed in the morning, okay? That's what breakfast is.
Beautiful.
It's just the first meal of the day.
Already thickening up. Let's add some more water. And now we just need this to cook as long as it takes for the potatoes to be done, which is like 10 minutes. So you might have to keep adding. We're essentially like steaming potatoes.
Yeah.
And then cooking down all that flavor. Mm-hmm. And you can just use your spoon and scrape off what might have stuck to the bottom. This is stainless steel, so when you soak it in your sink for just a few minutes, it's going to be really easy to get all this off, thanks to there not being a bunch of oil, which makes things really not pleasant to clean. And then also, the stainless steel pots, we put them in the dishwasher a lot, and our dishwasher cleans them right up. I can't even believe some of the casserole dishes, just the glass Pyrex dishes, how much those come clean, how well those come clean just in the dishwasher.
Can I stretch my legs for a minute?
Hi, Ribs. You're doing great work over there. Thanks for everything you do.
You're so welcome. You do great work too.
Oh.
We work together pretty well, don't we?
I think so.
I love doing it.
I haven't gotten sick of you yet. I mean, the day will come. The day will come.
And then what?
We'll tackle it when it happens. I need another cooking pot. Actually, I don't. I'll use a frying pan.
Wow, Jean says, gonna use my soups as part of my January 30-day challenge to eat quick, easy, and healthy. Oh yeah, we were gonna show you how to do a soup. The soups, you guys, we're not gonna do it today. But the soups, our soups are so easy. Literally all you do is take
We didn't hit the soup super hard. I mean, there's not a lot of cooking to do. But like, here's our tomato rice that we had in our Black Friday bundle last week. And these adorable little boxes, you just open them up. You've got a packet of dry veggies and rice and beans. And then you got a package here of flavoring. And you throw them both in with a quart of water. I just take a mason jar, a quart of water. It could be a little less if you want it thicker. It could be a little more if you want it soupier. And you put it in the Instant Pot, stir it up with the water, 20 minutes, release it manually, and you got whatever you want to eat. You can do two. You can do 2 tomato rices in 1 3-quart, and that'll still fit. And you just cook it the same way, 20 minutes, whether there's 1 of them or 2 of them, you know? Okay, that's gonna be hot. I gotta cool that back down. I accidentally preheated that pan. And now our potatoes are sticking a little. It's probably because I have this on too high because I'm trying to stay entertaining and cooking it a little higher than I normally would.
JL says, this is great to see how you're using the seasoning blends. It's giving me lots of ideas.
Oh, good. There was something missing before, and it was us really showing you how to use all this stuff. And I think that's really an important thing that people need to be able to see and understand, because you didn't invent these products like I did, you know? In my head, I can just kind of see it. Why would I ever expect others to be able to do that? That's silly. So thank you for saying that, and we will keep doing this show, this our QVC here.
Our QVC, our home shopping network.
The Well Your World infomercial.
It's like starting to get dark on my camera, I feel like.
Oh yeah, it is. It's getting late. Okay, our last item that we're gonna make, in addition to the potatoes that are still cooking, is I take a can of, again, if you can find the no salt added garbanzo beans, and just rinse them and drain them, and you got a can of chickpeas going in the pot. Oh, that's still hot. Hotter than I should probably have it on here. Oh, it's okay. And then what am I throwing in with this? It's just going to throw in the chickpeas and the seasonings. And some garlic. Okay. So this is the easiest dish ever. Do we have the lettuce cups? I bought lettuce cup.
Yeah, I didn't bring them out.
It's out here. It's in here. Okay, we'll get to that. All right,
oh
let's
yeah,
go back
this
to
one
the
is
stove.
so easy.
This one's so easy and so delicious. And we're gonna start with the chickpeas and some minced garlic. You don't even have to use the garlic because it's in the Indian seasoning. And all we're gonna do is, well, we gotta turn it back on. Throw in a little juice there. And I'm gonna do, what did I say that I was gonna do? Because we used to make this with all of the individual stuff. So I would say a good rounded tablespoon is gonna make sense for this dish, which looks about like that to me. And then another spoon. We've used almost every dish in the house. You could also do this with our Indian sauce, our bottled Indian sauce. That's a lot like the Asian, and the color of the label matches the Indian seasoning. This sort of orangey brown kind of color. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera, girl.
Oh boy.
How long have I been there?
1 billion years.
Oh, jeez.
Now you're still on the wrong camera.
Oh, jeez. How many hours has it been? Okay, there we go.
There we are.
Sorry, guys. The chickpeas and the garlic. Don't remember how long you've been away. Now this is going to thicken up too as this water starts to cook off. There's the Indian, matches the color of the, more or less, of the Indian bottled sauce, which you could use right now too. Really delicious. That's one of Rebecca's favorites. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Well, it's not it, but all we're doing is kind of cooking the flavor of the spices a little. And I'm going to throw in some black sesame seeds. That's a pretty durable glass. And then I'm going to throw in some mint, and we can almost pretty much remove the heat at this point because it's thickened up nicely. It's coated in all these chickpeas, and then I'm going to throw in some fresh chopped mint that you saw me chop a few minutes ago. And boom, what do you think I'm going to do with that? Lettuce cups. This is a delicious, fast, simple little snack that is also a meal. You've got tons of starch. You're gonna have the greens. And how long did it take me? Faster than the breakfast potatoes that are still cooking, that's for darn sure. Let's get some lettuce cups and have a taste. This is one of my faves too. I just love the crunch of the lettuce. Oh, look at those. Wow, they weren't kidding. Walmart had, they called it lettuce boats. Thanks, Wally. Okay, well, I need a couple more than that. Do those. Okay, Reeves, you want to come over for a taste of these? Did you need to stretch your legs, or are you adequately stretched?
I need a stretch.
Okay, let's get you a lettuce cup.
I can't believe how fast this one is. Oh, it smells so good. Your new Indian blend.
You like that?
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad you came out with these.
There's enough for probably, you know, at least 2 more. So you can get a lot out of one.
And you
can.
I mean, you were generous with the filling in these. Can I put a little sriracha on top?
Oh, sure.
I'm
And
feeling
then,
spicy today.
Again, if you want a little salt, this is when you could do a little tiny sprinkle.
This is a lettuce boat.
Really good. I love the mix of the hot and the cold.
Yeah, I love that. That's one of my faves.
Super tasty, super simple. We needed a moment to eat. That pico just sitting here.
Indian and Mexican? Why not?
It's not Mexican really so much as, I mean, it's cilantro, which we put in a lot of our Indian and coriander, so pico goes with Indian really well. Oh, go on, potatoes. Uh-oh. How bad did I burn these? Not that bad.
Probably not bad.
This is what happens when you're doing this many things. Go back to 3, and let's get this back so people can see the potates.
Wow, that's incredible. I've
Okay,
eaten
I stuck some to the bottom a little bit.
I'm taking so many bites with you guys today.
I want these cooked a little more though. So we'll give these just a couple more minutes. Maybe I'll cover it just to get the last couple minutes cooked. And well, we made a lot of dishes.
We sure did.
We
A lot of people like logged off and then logged back on. They're like, you guys are still here?
This was our first time doing a QVC special.
You know, might I say, long overdue.
Long overdue. So good. I can't just sit here and eat.
Because we eat this way every day, and I just like don't think to show you what I'm doing because I'm just going about my day.
We took it for granted.
Yeah.
And well, we're fixing it. Okay, we're gonna do one more giveaway
Oh, really? Cool.
before the potatoes.
What's gonna be this time?
What do you want to ask?
But what are you gonna give away? Because before, a couple times you didn't know what you were giving away until you picked the winner.
Okay, let's try to be better about that.
Yeah.
Now I have the software right, but I still don't do it right yet. Okay, what do you? Well, you pick, Reeves.
I have to ask something, or I have to. Oh, I have to
We
pick
did
what we're giving
soups.
away.
Have we done
You did the 4 new spices, right? You did soup. You did soups.
We could do the holiday cookbook.
That would be nice.
Let's do a holiday cookbook.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do our holiday cookbook as our
Okay.
next giveaway. Now, what is it that you want to? Wait, don't do it yet.
Okay, I won't do it yet. What you looking for?
something. Okay.
I really liked the non you know, non-food related questions. Like when you ask people their hobby, that was really lovely. I got to know people a little bit better.
That was fun. Well, geez, I don't know.
What is your favorite non-material thing about the holiday season?
Oh, so not gift giving?
Right.
What's your favorite thing about the holiday season that is not giving or receiving gifts? Mm-hmm. Lovely. Okay, get in there.
It makes it so small now.
Oh yeah, you didn't get to see how this actually works, but it puts all the people here and...
Songs. I see a lot of music and songs and lights and just being with the family and, you know, wow. So much music. I love that. I love that.
I do love Christmas music.
My Luca is 2 years old and he listened to Christmas music for like a day and already knows every single song.
That kid's got a memory, man.
He remembers everything and it's scary. And you have to be careful with what you say around him already.
We got about 100 in there already.
Wow, people really like family. Family, lights, and music is what I can see are like the going themes.
Beautiful. Baking.
Baking, yeah. I like to make some eggnog.
The lights and the decorations. You're a big lights and decorations girl. Luca loves to talk about that too. He's, oh, the decorations.
Oh, I saw a decoration.
Another word I didn't know 2-year-olds knew. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's choose a winner, and it is Marie Green. Hello, Marie. We know you. She's here and she won. Okay, Marie, make sure you did it. It does show. Yeah, it shows in the chat. I always worry that it's not going to show. It does. Send us an email right now, Marie, and tell us, confirm your shipping address. I believe we ship to you regularly already, but make sure we have your shipping address, and we're sending you our holiday cookbook. If you already have the holiday cookbook, email us and let us know, and we'll come up with something else to give you instead. No big deal. What did we do today, Reebs?
What did we do? Because I got a little lost.
We made popcorn.
Yeah, we sure did.
With some seasoning on there. We made our delicious WinCo meal. I'm not gonna go retrieve all these things. We made the WinCo meal where we just steamed some items, threw it in the pot with some seasoning, boom. We made Starch Blaster. That was awesome. We never tasted the ziti yet. We're gonna taste the ziti along with the potatoes. And the potatoes are probably good to go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll take this.
Let me see your notes. Can you believe this? And it's like when I first typed this up, this was supposed to be like my scratch notes, and then I was gonna make them better, and then I just went with the first ever version that I wrote. You know what I mean?
Well, now we're gonna have a better sense of like what can we really do?
Yeah, what can we pull
in a reasonable
off?
amount of time.
We
went
live
really
for
long this time.
3.5 hours.
I don't think we would probably normally go this long, but
why not?
Well, I don't know.
If it's only 4 times a year, I'd go this long every time. Okay. The only thing is, I gotta leave to pick up the kids in about 10 minutes, so.
That's true.
That part's getting a little dicey.
Okay. Breakfast potatoes look delightful. This is exactly how they always look. With just kind of, everything's really well coated on the potatoes like that. It's just like perfect. Turn it off.
Looks amazing.
And then, yeah, thank you. And here is the ziti, which, as you can see, it is very full, but it is not so full that you can't manage. And it didn't even make like the lid dirty. You know what I mean? So.
And to those of you that get a burn warning, I just don't know what to say. I don't think I've ever got a burn warning on my Instant Pot. Check your seals, make sure they're on there correctly. Yeah,
if there's air escaping, it will.
Try not to put your lentils or your tomatoes directly at the bottom. Those are the only tips I have. Wow, that looks good.
Look at that. I mean, this is such a gorgeous meal. I just left it in the Instant Pot. Why not? But look at how good that looks.
Do you want me to spoon you some potatoes while I'm here?
Yeah, bring that pan over here. I want to show those off too.
I gotta say, hot and
by the way, the ziti's been just sitting in there, and still, that Barilla pasta. Look at these potatoes. Looks gorgeous. Yeah, we'll do a bowl of those too. But still, what I was gonna say is the pasta didn't disintegrate into nothing.
No, that Barilla pasta is magic.
But all the other, the what's that other one? Bonza or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
It falls right apart. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but that's just not gonna work for this. And there you have it. We cooked a storm.
Yeah, we sure did.
And there's the breakfast potatoes. Yum.
Lovely.
I just love them like that. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, this is Michelle's dish. And they look just like when she makes them too.
And now we can sprinkle our Parmesan. You could chop some olives and throw them on your ziti too. And let's get in there. This is just one of my favorites of all meals.
I'm gonna read some, I won't be able to try it that hot. Let's see what the people are saying.
Yeah, this is too hot for you, but it's everything. This thing is everything. This is the best meal.
Clean the bottom of your pot really well if you get a burn warning. Mine had a whitish stuff, and once I used Barkeeper's Friend, no more burn warning. Thanks for the tip.
I had no idea that the whitish stuff that appears could cause a burn warning. That is really interesting news. And it does happen all the time, especially if I wash it in the dishwasher. The soap, I don't know what it is, but it does create that white film on the bottom. And just make sure you're using a scrubber. This is just a metal scrubber. It works so well on Instant Pots because they're just stainless. Just like all the cookware we've been talking about and using today. I'm all about the stainless. Okay, let's try some potatoes.
Thanks for the discounts. I'll be placing my order later tonight. Somebody asked, is it Pacific time, midnight, or this or that? You guys, place your order now. Don't wait till the last minute.
Don't wait till the last minute. But I don't know, yeah, I guess I was thinking Arizona time.
Yeah.
Which currently is mountain. It is 3:36.
What army are you gonna feed?
Yeah, we got a lot to eat.
The newer pots are more prone to burn warnings. I've seen that to be true.
Really? Okay. Well, this was really fun. We made a ton of stuff. Remember, and I'm sorry, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't leave this replay up for a long time if it's gonna piss people off that we're not offering the deals after today. I haven't tackled that yet.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do with the people that didn't catch this today. We'll just see. We'll see what happens in the comments. But anyway, what we're doing now is this deal that you see on your screen. Become a member, first of all. Definitely become a member so that you get that extra 10% off. Then you'll get another 10% off if you spend 50, another 15% off if you spend 100, or 20% off if you spend 200 or more. And it'll stay 20%. So you can spend $400 and get 80 off. You get the picture. And that is that, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today for our first ever Well Your World infomercial, where we made at least, I don't even know how many, 10 things with our products. We'll keep doing it. Do put a comment down below in the comments too. I know you've all been in live chat. Give us a comment. Send us an email with your feedback if you want to. We always love to hear from you.
I mean, this is our first time doing it, so we want to make it for you. This show is for you.
Yeah. So thank you all so much again for being here. Have a great weekend. I guess it's week. I mean, normally you used to doing this on Fridays. It's Tuesday. Have a great week, everybody. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.